Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's up with my peoples? What's going on? Like Michael, what's his name? What's his name? Marvin Gaye. What's going on? What's going on? Hold up, we getting ready to get started. I know I'm kind of slow when it comes to these this thing, right? Can you put titles on videos on TikTok? Yeah. Service partnership. No. Oh man, it said Muslim relationships. I don't know when I ever typed that. People was probably tuning in to the last video thinking I was talking about love. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. What's going on? Not too much class today. We in them comments. we airing it all out the drizzy. So comment. If we got to, I send a link. Y'all can come up here. We can get it in. Send me a salam alaikum or something in the comments so you make sure that y'all can hear me. And we good before I get to cooking. Oh man. Hold on. Okay. Okay, yeah. We up in here. What's happening? Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Darius, what's happening? I'm saying I'm good. Okay. All right. I'm good. I'm not gonna be after this. Man, they won't even let me get on the funky list, man. I'm trying to get on the funky list. Man. But like by the time Salafia put you on the warrant against funky list, man, shoot, that's when you know you made it. That's when you know you made it. My face looks so red. That must be that camera, because on TikTok, my face don't look that red. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to Black Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Yeah, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this Philly Muslim thing, man. A lot of we getting ready to spice it up. I ain't gonna bore y'all to death. Sister Divine, what's happening? You ain't never called me back, sis, but it's okay. You know how black folks is. I'm gonna call you right back. You don't inform them till next week. I ain't want to borrow no money. I was just checking on you, making sure you was all right. Hey, when you call black folks, if you send a text, you got to be specific in your text with black folks. You got to be like, hey, salaam alaikum. Call me as soon as you get a chance so I can talk to you about the flat tire that you had. I just wanted to make sure you got off the road. If you send a brother or a sister a text, hey, salaam alaikum, hit me up when you get a chance, they can be like, oh, snap, brother need to borrow some money. What's up, man? Hey, what's going on? I'm trying to do TikTok and this at the same time, y'all. Hopefully they don't cancel my live again. I'm mad. I'm super mad. My face look like that. That's weird. My face look red. Like I ain't got no filter or nothing on y'all. No, y'all know I don't play no games, man. So, my face look like that, or is it just my camera that I'm looking at on my screen? Like my cheeks look all rosy and stuff. Like I don't think it was no filter on this. No, I don't even know how to do that. But anyway, we're gonna talk about this Philly Muslim thing, man. So of course, y'all already know that video. I was trying to be a little funny with the video. I did the Philly Muslim video. Yeah, a lot of people seen it. And ironically, excuse me, Bismillah wa rahmatullahi and alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. And y'all comment whenever, because Walaikum Salam, Sister Asiya. Y'all comment. We're gonna get right in the comments. This ain't a lesson like the other ones is. We ain't gonna bore y'all to death. First, why do we make all the wrong stuff go viral? I can't wait till I get 10,000 views. I done got 10,000 views on one and 17,000 on another one and 34,000 on another video just playing around. But when I take my time and they always talk about, oh, you don't know nothing, I'm quoting out the books. I ain't gonna keep beating y'all over the head with this. I'm quoting out of these big old books and trying to show it to y'all on the screen. I take time. I even invested in a $2,000 phone that I don't have to have a separate app to send stuff to or nothing. I could just take the picture, however many pictures for however long the lesson is for that day. I can scan it just through the pictures with this phone. Shout out to the Android users, your iPhone losers. I invested in a $2,000 phone just for my dawah, for my little classes, man. And them video went up slide. What it do? Sheikh Ahmad Suyuti, what's going on? And them videos get 200 views. Now I'm very grateful. I am over grateful. That's enough, because Imam Ali, said, if you guide, I'm paraphrasing, if you guide just one person to Islam, then that would be sufficient to you. Or if you teach somebody something, we all know the hadith. If I say one good word, and I try to stay away from saying bad words, but y'all frustrate me sometimes. If you say one good word and you teach that one person that one good word, every single time they practice that thing that you taught them, you get the benefit. Alhamdulillah. So 200 views is cool with me. So please, Philadelphia, stop saying, oh, he doing it for likes. He just wants some views. Man, I own 3 businesses. I don't got time to really play with y'all on the internet. This is all feasibility. I donate my time because I care about my people first and foremost. So let that be said. First and foremost, let that be said. I rock with Philly, man. Y'all think that I'm a hater of Philadelphia. I'm not. I absolutely am not. Every time y'all have the big Jumu'ah and y'all got the big Eid celebrations and y'all filling up football stadiums of Black Muslims, I'm not impressed with just seeing Muslims. I am over impressed that there are Black Muslims filling up football stadiums to pray. Man, Negroes don't get together to do nothing other than fight and kill each other, and y'all be doing that too. But at least y'all came to the cookout with good intentions. But that's why I be on y'all top, because how in the world is y'all filling up the football stadiums, and then the co-wives get the one of the girlfriends to the co-wife is jumping on the other co-wife, and then her friends see her getting jumped on, and hey man, what y'all got going on in Philadelphia, man? Like, so with all that being said, let me put this out there. Respect the Philadelphia. Like when I was in prison, that's what I dreamed of. It's like being a part of a movement, and it's a lot of Black Muslims, and filling up football stadiums. Like, if you can get like I said, like the little 200 views and stuff that I average, I'm very grateful for that. Because just think, if you were in a room like those conferences that they hold up there, don't even be 200 people. It'd be a good strong 50, 75. Sometimes maybe 100 if Shadid Muhammad come out and he don't wear a kufi and he got his good hair and the wave showing, then that extra 50, you can count them extra 50 sisters gonna come. It's gonna be 100, 125 that come out. May Allah Ta'ala preserve the brother Imam. we be joking about him. We call him Imam Al B. Shore, man. That brother, it don't matter what he say. He can give a khutbah about having 10 wives and give a fatwa about the sisters need to allow their husband to have 10 wives, and just because how fine he is, they can be like, Imam Shadid said, and then they gonna share it. And y'all know I ain't lying. But y'all know y'all always favor them good-herited brothers, man. Y'all always favor them. They can do anything and get away with it, man. My little ugly self, I can't get away with having one wife. Alhamdulillah. But anyway, I got respect for that, man. And I always dreamed of that. Like when I was in prison, and we had some camaraderie in prison, man, but it wasn't like what we see in Philadelphia. Now, where the problem lies, and a lot of people, I got more followers now than I did when I first started. So a lot of people didn't see my my growth. A lot of people didn't see my growth. So this is what I'm talking about. Somebody on my TikTok, that dude, he said, Nike is shirt, brother. Oh my God. Don't you get on here and let the church say amen. Brother, you is the whole reason why this video is being made, brother. You are a Philly Muslim. Congratulations, my brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. All this nonsense, this internet bullying, brother. I'm willing to bet you I could send you a request and come on here, and you could not tell me the first 10 furua of Usulul Fiqh and one of the schools. I ain't even gonna test you like how I normally test people, because y'all say that y'all follow all 4 schools at once. And I ain't gonna say give me 40 furua. I'm gonna say you can't give me the first 10 furua in usul, and you talking about Nike is shirk. What? This is what I'm talking about, man. You can't make this stuff up. Where's y'all getting this crap, man? Like we got bigger fish to fry if my Nike shirt is shirt or not. What? This is what I'm talking about, man. This stuff is no disrespect, that dude. No disrespect. That stuff is goofy, man. That stuff is goofy. I done sat with some of the greatest shuyukh and had a Nike shirt on, and they ain't said nothing to me. They gave me that hawk, and then we kept it pushing, man. So anyway, a lot of y'all didn't see my growth. So at first, I wasn't refuting Philadelphia / Salafia. I wasn't, because it was like in a joint where I was at, like that was it was a non-issue. Like that was like we had a Hanafi sheikh, a Hanafi Maturidi sheikh, and he was a Hafidh-ul-Din. He was that. He was literally that. And I seen a couple guys or whatever, but he shot them all down, and it was all with simple logic. And they all end up getting in line or whatever, but it wasn't really a problem. So when I came home, and I seen how and miseducated the people were just regular Fadain, I was concerned, and we're having Ta'aleem classes, and now I'm new to being a Muslim in a free world. I'm new. So I didn't know like Salafia was like, I didn't know anything about the Haram police and all that stuff. I didn't know. So I said all that to say 2 things, man. And this is what got me on the top of Salafia. First and foremost, we had a great sheikh in Cincinnati, man. Sheikh Ismail Cartier. He was a great sheikh. I liked him. Some people didn't like him, but I benefited from him. The sheikh went very high. He studied Al-Mudawwana in Morocco, with a bunch of qualified shuyukh. He was awesome. I remember one time a Salafi brother was giving Sheikh Ismail a hard time, and somehow, like, we was moving some mattresses or something for the Sheikh or something. These people are relatable. They're not like Hassan Somali and they ride around in a bulletproof truck and all that, and you can't walk up to him and ask him a question. Like the real shuyukh are very relatable, and they are very approachable. They take their time with each person, and they treat each person and each person's problem with great care. So that particular Salafi brother, he used to always be backbiting the sheikh. Like he used to come after Jum'ah and be like, man, you hear that shirt that he just said in the khutbah? He was one of them dudes. And I didn't pay him attention at first because I'm there to learn. I'm not trying to kick it, no none of that. Like, whatever. If I can help you, you can help me, then maybe. But other than that, I'm trying to get this thing. Because I came home with a lot of things going on. Like, I came home to no money, no house, no car, no clothes, none of that. So I'm trying to keep my head sane because, I was a dope boy before. I'm used to having some money. And so, I know that's my fitness. So I'm curing myself with Islam. So I'm worried about, getting this deen and keeping my head straight so I don't slide back into the streets like a lot of brothers do. And we were moving the sheikh's bed, and the sheikh was like, he never would call him sheikh. He would just be like, Ismail, can I ask you a question? And me and him was like having some small talk beforehand. I think he thought he was being brave to like confront the sheikh, but like in a respectful manner. He wasn't like being aggressive and stuff like that. He was like, why you be teaching, and why you be teaching? He said something along the lines of, why you be teaching this shirt and you unqualified? He was like, what do you mean by qualified, bro? He was like, I mean, you don't got no ijazas. Man, wallahi, the sheikh went and grabbed, we was in his kitchen, and he went and grabbed a box of ijazat, and he said there were 500 ijazat in it. He was pulling them out like, this is ijazat in this book, this is ijazat in this book. I mean, all the books were Arabic books, hadith books, usul al-fiqh books, different. He had ijazat in different chapters of al-Mudawwana. Like, it was crazy. He shoved the box to the brother and was like, throw them away. The brother was like, yeah, throw them all away. They're garbage. No, who cares about ijazah? Let's just talk about if I'm on the Quran and the Sunnah according to the way of the Salah. Go ahead, take those pieces of paper and throw them away. Forget it. It's a piece of paper. You don't know those people anyway. So that was the beginning of all of this. And it was just fitna. Everywhere I turned when I came home, it was fitna. And then this brother was involved, but he wasn't one of the provocateurs. Excuse me. We had a good thing going. And I was real close with the sheikh because I was learning. And the sheikh, like, he appointed me to teach. And some of them was mad about that. So, I would be teaching further ayn, which is the stuff we need to focus on. So this is what makes our everyday practice strong and make us good people, good Muslims at the end of the day. Not arguing about who knows this hadith or not on the internet. In your real life, are you a good person? That's what matters. So we're going through for the ayn. The videos is even still on YouTube and stuff. We're going through books, traditional books that go back to the Salaf. People question our Aqidah. I was teaching Aqidah to the Tahawiyah. That is the oldest Aqidah book that I know of. This dates back to the 3rd century, the 3 blessed generations. Nobody can argue this. And we teach Maliki fiqh. Nobody can argue with Malik. If you argue with Malik, you disqualified yourself from being called intelligent. So we're going through this stuff, and these guys would always disrupt the class. We're talking about, we starting with the basics. We start with basic iman. We start with basic, what are the ahkam of wudu? What are the ahkam of salah? Is this mandub? Is this sunnah? Is this fard? We starting with the basics. And these brothers, it was like 3 of them, would always be disrupting the talim. They would always be disrupting Jum'ah. They would do it with me. They would do it with Sheikh Ismail. And they would, they would be like, oh, well, what do you believe? What do you believe about the ayat about Allah's hands? We like, we talking about salah, the fiqh of salah. Do you believe the Quran is created like in the middle of ta'lim? Like, and one time I got frustrated. It was like, chill. Then he started getting louder. And I went off. I ain't even gonna lie. I went off in the masjid and was like, listen, man, you dudes gotta leave. Because if I don't have my deen, I'm gonna be in y'all's houses. Hey, with y'all tied up. That is not a good thing for me not to be on deen. Stop. This deen is therapy for people. some people are real about this Islam. Some people ain't playing, just trying to look smart and just trying to, have the whole religious costume so they can get 4 wives. Everybody ain't moving like that. Now, I'm trying to keep my sanity, and I keep my sanity with Islam. And I kept my sanity with the support of the believers. People were bringing me in and was like, come here, come over here, come hang with us. And they were stopping me from going to the block and hanging with my old folks in my old area and like, I'm getting real benefit out of this. And I'm watching guys get shot and killed. I'm watching dudes like, damn, you heard about what's going on? Yeah, he got locked up, man. He just caught bro with a half brick. Like, damn. It's my guy. Like, I seen him just the night before I was with him. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Love you too, bro. Boom, and we peace out. Next day, he gets smacked with a half a brick. And then he gets sentenced. He just came home off 11 and gets sentenced to 5 more. Now he gone. He barely 30 years old and getting ready to have 16 years of prison. I'm talking about real life, man. I'm not talking about arguing and looking tough on the internet. And let me sidebar real quick. And somebody screen record this, somebody clip this part. I'm really from the streets, and I'm not bragging about that. But all the people, and it always comes from, I was telling my wife this earlier, I know Philadelphia ain't no suckers, man. I know they ain't. They got one of the highest murder rates in the world. And that's nothing to brag about, because there's a lot of Muslims in that city, and there's a lot of Muslims involved in that stuff. And we're gonna get around to that. But I know some real G's out there, and I'm a real G, and I represent, real G's recognize real G's. Like let me sidebar, and it's sad that this got to be said. Like, I run into so many Salafis that talk so tough on the internet, and you all the way in Philadelphia, I'm all the way in Cincinnati and Florida and Texas, and I'm all over the place because I drive trucks. We so far away from each other. Like, I would feel corny and lame if I threatened you on the internet and we can't get no work. Like, this is a sidebar, because it needs to stop. It's corny, man. It's all types of corny. It's all types of corny. That's like the type dude that talk crazy when you outside on the block. You gonna get hit in your mouth. The dudes that talk crazy on the internet they 9 times out of 10 they went in the middle of the street, squared up with the traffic stop and the traffic watching and everybody in the hood watching, and it's gonna be like, all right, who's gonna get knocked out? You cannot be one of those dudes. Well, Allah Ta'ala, ask anybody in Cincinnati. I'm one of them dudes. So sometimes it be hard, and like they'll say something crazy, like on one of the videos, dude's like, man, you a goofy. Now I want to punch you in the face. I don't even want to talk about the religion no more. And y'all supposed to be crying as soon as according to the way of the Salaf. Like, first words come out your mouth, man, dude, a goofy. Is y'all Philadelphia, or is y'all Salafia? Or is Philadelphia Salafia? What are we doing here? Like, why? Like I say, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Period. I take that to the heart. I done put my life on the line for this in the joint. And it makes me question individuals who talk like that. Like, what type of gutless, coward lames are y'all? Like, y'all must be dudes that talk crazy and threaten people on the internet. Y'all are the type guys that claim a hood, and you from the lamest part of that hood. You ain't outside. Don't nobody know you. You're not on the strip. You can't be. It's illogical. Number one, real gangsters got real problems. They got real problems with real other gangsters. They don't even got time, man. My whole family is real gangsters right now. What? Man, if any of my family and friends is on here, is y'all on here talking crazy to strangers and y'all got real ops? They not in their car texting and arguing about religion and threatening some dude that they don't like. As soon as they put their head down, they might get clapped. Guys, I know their phones in their pocket. They Yamin is in their hand. They Yamin in their hand. They answer that phone and hit a lick and they put their phone back in their pocket. I don't know about Philadelphia. That's how it is in Cincinnati. I can't put that weird stuff on the city of Philadelphia. I can't do that. I knew a couple solid dudes in the joint that was from Philly. Luke Mine, shout out to Lim. North Philly. Shout out to Lim. Real G. He was a player. He was Luke Mine in my line. And he from up y'all way. I was his little brother. I used to get on his last nerve. But I am that Muslim that'll argue with you and then punch you. Well, I was. But sometimes y'all be tripping. Y'all be tripping. You see a brother on here shining, brother trying his best, and whatever it is that I got, brother trying to share that. And because, violation warning. TikTok don't play. Your live is flagged for violent and criminal behavior, repeated violations. Okay, TikTok, sorry. I'm telling a story, TikTok. Damn, gone, man. They've reported it already. They like, he cooking. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that, but that is so lame. Like if you want to type cats that talk crazy and you can't and can't nothing happen behind you talking crazy, that means you just talking. It literally just means you talking. Like, and then when they be like, one dude told me, he's like, man, you need to shut up. I'm like, come make me. Oh, you a deviant. Oh, yeah, all right, whatever. I don't even want to talk about the religion no more. Come make me shut up. What is we doing? Y'all supposed to be put iron and sooner according to the way of the Salaf. We, and this bringing me back around to my original point, my first original point. We follow y'all. Philadelphia. Yes, the Salafi Slayer is telling y'all this right now. We follow y'all. We follow y'all. With me not being from the East Coast and there not being a lot of Muslims in Cincinnati, man, y'all blessed. Y'all still got a bunch of people that's Muslim and might think twice before they act. Man, Cincinnati, it ain't no Muslims, especially with black people. Ain't no Muslims in the hood. In Cincinnati, if you religious, you soft. Ain't nobody. You man, people don't even become religious after people get shot up in Cincinnati. They don't even become Muslim. And I'm not saying like put my city above y'all or none of that. I'm just saying how it is where I'm from. You looked at like you soft. Y'all got so many Muslims and so many people that's crying Sunnah and trying to go to Jannah that a lot of killings might not happen. I wasn't in no environment like that. The killing gonna happen, whether I got this kufi or I got this beard or not. The killing gonna happen. Our young boys don't bar none of that. So on it, as far as this internet stuff, like y'all like from an OG to I don't know how, and there'd be a lot of dudes that be my age, would be a little bit older, they'd be a little behind. Like they probably they probably like the lame corny type. They never got no money, never had girls, and it was just lame. You know what I'm saying? Like that's lame. Ain't even no way to put it. Like are we practicing a religion or are we gang banging, man? And what part of the religion says if I don't follow what you follow, now you got to call me names or disrespect me and disrespect my family? Listen, man, I get trolls, and this was crazy. Like I get trolls that hide behind fake pages, and I tell them I give them a chance, I give them benefit of the doubt, but that was wrong what you said in your video. Okay, alhamdulillah, can you correct me? Boom, they start spitting slogans. Salafiyah follows Quran sooner according to the way of Salah. That's a slogan. I've been studying for 18 years. I haven't found that. Will you be able to show me? Yeah, Imam Ahmad said, oh, whoa. Imam Ahmad was a Salafi. Imam Ahmad didn't believe what Bin Baz believed in some aspects. In most aspects, no. It's different. Well, Imam Shafi'i said, Imam Shafi'i didn't believe what the people who call themselves, the group who call themselves Salafis, he didn't believe what they believe. Well, okay, listen, I think you need to go study a little bit more. Oh, you're a deviant. You're a deviant. One of them told me, may Allah take your wife from you and give her to a real Salafi. That will get you hitting. That'll turn into something. Is this what we supposed to be following? This what we supposed to be? Y'all got stadiums and stuff full of Muslims, and this how y'all putting on? I got sisters saying the same thing. I had a sister over the weekend call me a little one, said that I'm great little ones. What? I told her and anybody on live stream, I got $1,000 for you to pull up them charges. 1,000 for anybody. Just because I'm not a Salafi? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Salafi Muslim. I mean, this is a Philly Muslim. Y'all don't see it because y'all in Philly. And y'all do this to each other, even though y'all shouldn't. But for anybody like me outside of Philly, and all we see is what is on the internet is niqabs, and then y'all bullying other sisters because y'all wear the niqab, and other sisters don't wear the niqab. Haven't even studied the veracity of the issue. Niqab and hijab are voluminous subjects. It's not black and white. There are so many opinions from so many scholars from the beginning of it all. But the only thing that you know is what Sheikh Uthaymin said. So that makes you feel like if a sister's hijab is a little bit tighter than yours and you wear niqab, now that gives you a green light to disrespect that sister. And y'all push people out of the religion. Y'all don't push them out of Salafiyah. Y'all push them out the religion altogether. Altogether. With that nonsense. Just like if I was weak-minded, the brother on here that said that my shirt is my Nike emblem of my shirt is shirk. If I wasn't strong in the mind and I knew a little better, I'd be like, man, I'm cool on them Muslims, man. I'm straight, man. And then they'll say, that's okay, you need Islam. Islam doesn't need you. Pause. We need Islam. We need our community to be Islam. This is what this is about. Islam took me out the streets. Islam saved me out of prison. I still had 5 years on the shelf when they let me out early. They let me out because of good behavior. My behavior wasn't good because I was scared in the environments I was in or none of that. Anybody who know me know I crash out quick on the basketball court. What'd you say? All right, come on, we're going in this corner. Come on, bro, you fouling too hard. Look, mine, am I lying? Did they not tell me, like, listen, bro, if you don't stop fighting, you can't be the Amir of the Muslims no more, bro. You can't be all out on the gym. Matter of fact, me and Luke mine, you see? Crashing out. I'm not bragging, but I'm saying it was nothing gangster that made me stop committing crime. Nothing gangster. Nothing gangster. It was Islam. It was Islam, and it was the great brothers that I was around with great character. That wasn't too hard on me, and sometimes they would be hard on me, but I could really feel the sincere love. If y'all supposed to be Salafiyah, Quran and Sunnah, according to the way of the Salaf, and everybody's supposed to follow y'all, and everybody's supposed to do what y'all say, and we not allowed to follow our madhab, we got to follow y'all minhaj, this is what we get. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Y'all hear me say it all the time. This is just as far as I've come, putting a magnifying glass on the situation in 18 years. And anytime somebody challenges me, I'm like, okay, brother, well, let me hit you with this. Oh, you're a grave worshiper. I was just debating back and forth with a brother just before I started this live. He put 3 things in front of me, and I responded with 3 things and asked him, like, can you bring me the evidence for these 3 things? He immediately checked down to, oh, you're grave worshipers. You only affirm 7 attributes of Allah. And that's kufr. Literally, I can show y'all the messages. This is Philly. And I don't think the guy, it was from a fake page. And I was trolling the fake page, and he was like, man, you need to pull up, you need to go to Pennsylvania and talk like that. Are we Muslims or are we gangsters? Or are y'all the Muslims and y'all see us as gangsters? Like, what is this? Like, I've been told several times, pull up to Germantown and say that. I'm a gangster. Do you know what that sounds like to me? If I pull up to Germantown, it ain't going to be to talk about religion. But why would I crash out? So you telling me y'all got a bunch of crash outs representing y'all minhaj? Is that what you telling me? Because y'all always correcting me, but y'all never correct them crash outs. Always. But when I respond to the crash outs, when I give them what they give me, now all of a sudden, oh, you're a fool, you're an ignoramus, your character is bad. So what are we doing here? How's y'all upon the sunnah and this and all this old stuff, and y'all ain't cleaning y'all house? Everybody keeps saying that ain't all Philly Muslims. I know it ain't all. It's too many of y'all though. And I don't never see y'all checking each other. Ever. The video I just put up about the sister, me and the sister cool now. Like, alhamdulillah, I read her to be a sincere person. Her iman, her level of iman is where it is. Y'all seen the video. And, you know, she was like, she was wearing a hijab, but she was like, don't follow me. Don't, you know, sometimes I'm going to be in it. Sometimes I ain't going to be in it. And I was like, you know, trolling the situation. I did my little video, whatever. Number one, she agreed with me. She kept it all the way gutter. Kept it all the way gutter. And then there was only one other person, one other sister, Sister Alina. That's my partner. We've been rocking, we've been jugging on here for a little minute. That was like, yeah. I'm hip to sisters like her. Like, but you know, it's some of us, we on Dean. The rest of them, I'm a grapist. I'm a woman beater. Pull up, we gonna shoot you. One dude told me this morning, called me a goofy, and said, "Come to Germantown with that. The young boys gonna kill you. They gonna make you kick the bucket about Hassan Somali." I don't gotta agree with Hassan Somali. Who is he? He ain't the prophet. I don't blind follow, just like y'all say. I don't gotta agree with him. Matter of fact, I disagree with him with most of the things. It's my right as a Muslim. Some things that I learned, I felt like it was wrong. I feel like he's on the wrong position, and I feel like he's playing a strong influence and misguiding my people to behave like this with me. Hassan Somali ain't even my people. He's not from Philadelphia. I don't even know how y'all so hard and tough, and y'all don't let some guy from London come over here and woo y'all, and now that's y'all leader, and he put the battery in y'all back. And when an individual like myself represents something other than Salafiyah, all of y'all coming at me like hornets. Like I done smacked the hornet's nest. And I got proof. People be tagging him in my videos. He won't respond. Even though Germantown Masjid will respond. And I told Germantown Masjid, come on my platform and end it. In my platform. Correct me. Make me a Salafi. Y'all say y'all stand on proofs and evidences. Come bring me the proofs and the evidences. I got a couple questions I need to ask you. I got a few. I ain't no fool. You can't just recite some Arabic beautifully to me. I'm not my first sheikh. I was raised in Islam by a Hafiz. Your Arabic and how good it is, it does not impress me. It might impress people who don't know it, and people. I memorize Quran. I'm not a Hafiz, but I memorize a lot of Quran. Alhamdulillah, a lot compared to most African Americans. Not a lot compared to most people in the world, but a lot. Alhamdulillah. That don't impress me. So I don't want to hear a recitation of a bunch of ayats, and I don't want to hear a recitation of a bunch of hadith in Arabic, and then you try to confuse me and confuse the situation. Now answer this question. Why did Al-Albani say this, but Imam Shafi'i said that? Now I got Al-Albani saying this one thing, and I got Shafi'i saying another thing. And you telling me to choose what Al-Albani said over what Shafi'i said? And Shafi'i was the Salaf? Al-Albani was not the Salaf? I got questions for y'all. I'm not a sucker, so I'm not. So all the internet threats and I'll come to Germantown, come to Pennsylvania, that don't mean nothing to me. You can punch me in, you can get down on me and stomp me all the way out. If y'all don't send me send me up, if y'all don't put me in the elevator, I'm gonna get right back up and be like, okay, what's the answer to the question? So what are we doing, Philadelphia? Are y'all scholars? Are y'all upon the sunnah and the salaf and the evidence? I remember Sheikh Ayub told me one time, if you get upset that somebody doesn't listen to you, that's because you want them to listen to you. You don't want them to listen to Allah. So what are we doing? What are y'all doing? How come every single time somebody say anything about Salafiyya, it's instant disrespect? Matter of fact, let me show y'all. This is what a Philly Muslim is, y'all. I'm about to read some of these comments. And this is just, and my videos don't be on no, oh yeah, that's just ugly, and she look like this, and she need to be, upside her head, and she smell. I don't do none of that. My videos be Quran and Sunnah. Literally, all my videos. So I would expect an educated response. If you're educated, I would respect that. Like, I thought at this big old age, we were, we didn't grew out of the crash dummy stage. I don't say stuff that I feel like gonna make somebody crash out on me. Why would I want that? I'm the sole provider in my household. I don't care about no what you believe, what you don't believe, and all that stuff. And then we got to roll around on the floor about it at the masjid. That's indicative of somebody broke and ain't got nothing to lose. My family depends on me. Is that what y'all got going on in Philadelphia? That most of the men, not most, but a lot of the guys that are pun Salafiyya are crash outs because they broke, because they're not married, because they can't take care of their wives. The turtles ain't hitting for what they hitting for right now. What is it? Because you can't be that tough. If you that tough, then that means that this is your attitude all day, every day. Means anybody, the logic behind it is anytime somebody piss you off, you going in their face. So what if some scholars or some students of knowledge came from overseas and y'all welcomed them? They came there on business. I actually had this happen to me before. They came there on business. And they came to the masjid. They pull up at G-Town, or they go to the Muslim Family Center because it's a local masjid. They ain't in none of these hood politics. And one of the brothers go to pray, and he don't want you to touch his feet, or you see him do the takbir, and he drop his hands down to the side. Y'all gonna punt? Y'all gonna crash out on it? This is what's been represented online. This is the Philly Muslim joke. Y'all gonna crash out? And then when they be like, excuse me, assalamu alaikum, you're supposed to play with the right hand over the left below the navel. And he's like, oh, no, I'm sorry, brother. I follow another opinion. You gonna call him a deviant right then and there? And then he gonna call you a deviant? And then you gonna call him a grave worshiper? And he gonna call you a blind follower of Ibn Abdul Wahhab? And then y'all gonna roll around on the carpet? And the business deal don't never get done? And both of y'all go to jail? And the peace in the masjid is disturbed? Philadelphia, Salafiyya, please tell me that these individuals are not representative of y'all. Because this is why we say Philly Muslim. This is the Philly Muslim joke. I don't care what Abu Hassan Malik said. Abu Hassan Malik is over there, and he don't come out from over there. He got people that pays his bills. I don't got nobody to pay my bills. I pay my bills and all my family's bills. All these lights and all this space and all this land I got, I pay for that. So I don't need y'all's approval. I don't need the like. I don't need the view. I don't need none of that. My bills is paid. I'm good. Alhamdulillah. So I don't gotta watch what I say as far as that. I don't care what Hassan Somali said. I'm telling y'all what I'm experiencing, and I'm speaking up for a lot of people who experience the same thing that I do. They just don't say nothing. They just don't say nothing. If you disagree or you have another opinion, oh, you're a grave worshiper, you're a kafir, you're an innovator. Y'all know the game. Y'all know the game. Y'all trying to solve issues that haven't been solved for almost 1,000 years. And y'all's leader killed people about it. Is this what y'all on? Let us know. We'll leave y'all alone. We ain't gonna salam y'all. We ain't gonna be bothered with y'all. And y'all just don't be bothered with us. Because Ibn Abdul Wahhab took the people to war. Is this what y'all teaching? Because I had one dude tell me, yeah, Sheikh Ibn Abdul Wahhab, he told us to be hard on the innovators. First and foremost, you have to establish innovation. Like, a person has to go to court, Islamic court, in order for innovation to be established. Now, if somebody said something online and it was apparent, you're supposed to holler at the person. Now, if the person responds, and I'm the person, I respond with my proofs and my evidences, wallahi, I got no response. The only response that I got was that, yeah, I don't know, tough talk. I'm talking about tough gangster talk, not nothing scholarly. Like, I'm gonna check. Now, it was two guys. One of them was like, I'm gonna check into it. The other one's like, yeah, man, yeah, I just ain't going for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to some of my students' knowledge. Woo, woo, woo. And ironically, me and his wife had a going back and forth online. She put up a video. I didn't even know it was a woman who put up the video. Somebody, I'm driving, working. Somebody sent the video to me. Was like, man, look what Hassan Somali just said. Boom. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I comment instantly. I don't look at none of the stuff. I'm just trying to get a dawah and keep it pushing. Say there's plenty of hadith and plenty of proof for tawassul. Her response was, shut up, weirdo, get off my post. This is a Philly Muslim. This is a Philly Muslim. So I matched the energy. I was like, you shut up. She started typing all this long stuff. I'm like, look, sis, I ain't even finna go there with you. Tag your husband. I'll talk to him. She tags her husband. Ironically, the conversation was respectful. Me and him was all right. We end up meeting vicariously. I don't want to go into the story because it turned into something. And we all made pieces. Everybody, you stay over there, we stay over here. But it got crazy about the dean. Like, we on the phone, we talking, and like I end up vicariously meeting him on the phone through another brother that I met that I just ran into. And, you know, we're going back and forth. And, you know, one time the brother called me, he's like, hey, man, I just watched one of your videos and you said this. Oh, yeah. I'm all open for the conversation. I'm hitting him with all my proofs. Here, how about this? Here about this? Here about that? That brother was like, I mean, he gave the proof. So, you know, that ain't my position, but, you know, you gave the proof. The other brother was like, yeah, I'm going to have this check. I'm cool with students. I'm like, I am a student. I'm telling you. He like, oh, no. This and that and this and that. Okay, here's the proof of this, proof of that, proof of this. Literally, like, I'm literally Abu Hujjah. I got the proofs. As soon as, like, it was like the little brother went and got the big brother, and because the little brother couldn't handle the heat, so he went and got the big brother, got the big brother together. Then it turned into, yeah, but you know, you be talking crazy to women. No, we made peace about that. Your woman was talking crazy to me. If I ever seen my wife disrespecting a man, I don't care if it's a Muslim man, like, unwarranted. Like, if he ain't do nothing to her, and not, like, if it was a situation like this and he just commented and then she was like, shut up, stupid weirdo, get off my post, she probably gonna be divorced. I don't want no woman with no character like that. And I told the brother that. He's like, yeah, but you know how these women are. No, I don't. I ain't going for that. That means she talked to you like that. And that might be all right. She talked to you like that, but she can't talk to me like that. But the bottom line is, this is a Philly thing. This is a Philly thing. Don't nobody use them words and have them type of attitude. Most people who become Muslim, they trying to have some type of peace in their life. If they got that rancor inside of their heart, they keep that on the top. With Philly, we don't see it. With Philly, it's like the streets in Islam, it's the same thing. She didn't care at all. Now, what if we was at the stone? And this was so crazy. And this is why we got to really follow the Quran and Sunnah according to the way of the Salah. The Prophet Islam said the Muslim is the one who the Muslims are safe from their tongue. And I think it's another one say their tongue and their hand. So if I innocently am like, yeah, it's plenty of proof for tawassul. Like, we at the souk. We in the souk and I see the sister and then they like, she like, look at this. Here go the video right here. I'm like, you mind if I see that? Oh no, I can show you the hadith right here. And right then and there, she like, shut up, weirdo. You a weirdo. Get out of here, dickhead. Get out of here, dickhead. Get out of here. You know how y'all talk. Now you done tested. Now you done tested my case, and I'm with my wife. Like, you just created this whole situation. So I'm supposed to be like, oh, I'm sorry, sister. Okay, alhamdulillah, I apologize. Nah, hell no. That's bullying. That's bullying. That's straight up outright bullying. Straight up. And that's bad because y'all have bullied people away from wanting to come over here and teach us. What y'all don't understand is we all wear the same skin. And I done literally had conversations with some youth that I've met, and they got to make sure that you're not a Salafi or Wahhabi before they start opening up, because they know that's how y'all get. Well, they know y'all get like that. They know as soon as this sheikh who ain't no fighter, none of that, he just memorized Quran and studied in Egypt for 40 years, and he over here and he's doing a program, they will literally keep their distance. I'm talking about outside of Philly, because Philly, y'all got your own little, you know what I mean, chitlin circuit. Outside of that, y'all ain't no relevance. None. People don't even want to deal with us. When they look at us, they think about y'all. And there's no accountability here. It's all, oh, well, you said this, you said this, you said that. Okay, you allowed to disagree with what I said. I do not watch Hassan Somali's page, if he has a page. I don't watch his YouTube. I don't type his name in my YouTube. I have recently, because I definitely got some fire for him, because it's probably gonna hit the fan. And my thing cocked and loaded. So I had recently twice. But on the regular, like, even if he pops up, that's not my thing. I'm not gonna jump in there and just be hateful and disturb what they got going on. If it crosses my path, I'm gonna seek my part and keep it like that. But I'm doing my thing though. I'm allowed to do my thing. I ain't disrespecting nobody. I push the envelope. That's because I'm a strong thinker and I have a free mind. So I push the envelope to have people, have people think. But on that video, 98% of the people who was from Philadelphia defended that sister. She was wrong about what she said, and she violated Salafi minhaj. She violated all four of the madhabs. She violated all three Aqidas and the Salafi Aqidah. She violated everything about Islam. But since this is Philadelphia, the number one thing they saying, man, be careful about Philly. Keep Philly name out your mouth. You're goofy. You're a weirdo. Dickhead. This is how y'all. This is the intellectualism that y'all bring to the game. That's the educational response. And I was trying to prove a point. I didn't even say much on the video. I just made a point that, for me receiving all these threats and all this disrespect now, and most of it will come off of Quran and Sunnah. Y'all just don't like my position within Quran and Sunnah, and that's okay. That's fine. There's plenty of people that this works for. So I have to worship graves, and I have to be a mushrik. I have to be an innovator. I have to be a major sinner. I have to be a non-Muslim, a fake Muslim. I have to be all of this because I won't obey you. I won't blind follow you. You asked, the Salafis trolled me not to blind follow Malik and Ash'ari and the scholars from the former Dahi, but then they come and want you to blind follow them, and they got a fake page. I literally just told a dude that before that I was like, dude, you sitting here giving me, like, I'm trying to give you. I said, this conversation ain't going nowhere. It's going left. Because every time I asked him something, I kept it intellectual, he got disrespectful. He challenged one of my positions. I said, well, one of your favorite scholars has my position. Who? Bacardi. Okay. Oh, you disparaging the Bacardi's names, and you lie on Allah and lie on his messenger. That means I'm a Catholic. Like, y'all feel so comfortable and so knowledgeable about the unseen that you know that I'm a kafir, and you know that I lie on Allah and his messenger because you don't agree with my position, that you think you're allowed to say that to me. I didn't say that to him. I just told him, listen, man, you couldn't even answer my questions. We done. I don't got nothing for you. This ain't that. But he keep going. And it's a fake page. Now he made me mad. And he was like, come to Pennsylvania, come to Germantown and do this and come and do this and all this stuff. He got gangster. As soon as he couldn't woo me with the slogans that come out of Salafiyah, Now he get gangster. Now he gangster. Now he got to bully me, scare me, and then he starts like, yeah, this, that, and third. He was like, come to Pennsylvania, like come to Cincinnati. You come to Cincinnati first. You one with the issue. Come holler at me. Oh, you wouldn't say that if you came to my shit so. I said, I wouldn't go to my shit so. It's gonna be a crash session. I'm not going. Philadelphia definitely ain't going. This is gonna be a bloodbath. Why would I do that? Why would I crash out? I'm literally all boss in real life. Why would I crash out over a fake page? I'm like, you don't want me to follow what I'm following, but you want me to follow you, and I can't even see your face. Even if I wanted to punch it, I still can't even see your face. You can see my face though. You can see my face. You can see my name. Y'all can see where I live. All of that. I ain't hiding none of that. And that's for my protection. That's for accountability purposes. I might be wrong. Attach that to him because he's wrong. There's a chance that we all could be wrong in saying this stuff. I welcome the correction. And alhamdulillah, I have a decent following. I would love to, if somebody had to correct me about something, hey, listen, I said this is that. And, you know, the people who follow me and the people who do believe in me, we're going to be right and exact. And the person who can teach me something, I'm going to love you. You're giving me benefit. I'm going to love you. Why y'all get so mad when somebody correct y'all? That's insincerity. That means that you want the people to follow and worship you. You don't want the people to follow and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his messenger. So I don't have no tolerance for that stuff. Now, I must say, everybody ain't the same. I got a couple cool cats. What you talking about, Miko? He said, I'm just making sure you wasn't sneak dissing on Lava World. Man, shut up. I'm on a video online. Talk about some Lava World, man. Y'all head on, man. And just never forget, Lava World is inside of Westwood. Little bitty body. Nah, that's my little dude, man. That's my little dude, man. That's my guy. He'll tell you I don't play like that. I don't play like that. I don't play like that in the least bit. In the least bit. In the least bit. He'll tell you he was my neighbor. And Miko Lava will tell you I'll be out there with 5, 6, 7 books doing my thug thistle. I ain't changed none. And I'm not finna play with you. Dude act like he wanted to get with my little guy. Because at the time when I first met Miko Lava, he was bad as hell. He just came out the juvenile. He was little, you know what I'm saying? He ain't the big dude that y'all see on here right now. I still ball you up. But he wasn't the big man, this cocky dude about my size. Somebody's gonna put hands on my little bro. I'm like, man, you got me. Listen, look here. And at the time, little bro wasn't even Muslim. This is a feasibility law. You're not finna do nothing to him. Nah. Leave that alone, my guy. You got to do it to me. Do it to me first, and then you can get to him. He came off of it, and he left, and he got out the block. I remember you and little Chris was getting ready to jump, and y'all was getting ready to crash. Y'all fried. Hey, look, man, you fried, man. Ain't no doubt, man. Philadelphia. I got to take that one. Now, Jared, not Jared's like, this is my guy, man. This was my security up there, man. He protected me, man. Because y'all see how I am, man. I'm very outspoken. Man. And it was always so many situations, man. And I call him Jared. It's weird because y'all from the East Coast, so you can't call nobody Jared. But, you know, he was down he was in Ohio, you know what I mean? He was down there getting money and got caught up. You know what I mean? You come to Ohio on probation and you come on vacation and you leave on probation, baby. Yeah, he got caught up, so he was down there with us. You know what I'm saying? And we had man. I love, bro. We was really in them trenches together. We was really actually in them trenches together, like going to war together. Assalamu alaikum, sister. He said, Assalamu alaikum. It feels so good to be able to say that. I say that to you respectfully. Facts, sis. Absolutely. Alhamdulillah. I was telling my wife that, you first inquired about Islam like 5 years ago. And alhamdulillah, where you at? And these and I don't get all them people, but these are people like that know me on the streets, and like how I'm connected to her is not through Islam. And she became Muslim. This is what I was talking about in the beginning of the video. Like, y'all playing on the internet, like, oh, I'll kill you, and like, we doing real work in the streets. We trying to save people. I don't know what y'all got going on in Philadelphia. We trying to get rid of that in Cincinnati and everywhere else, all the other hoods in the United States. But the way this sister that's on here now, y'all can't see it because y'all on TikTok, but I got her comment pulled up on the page on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm connected to her through the streets, not Islam. I just happen to be a Muslim. I ain't gonna say too much more about that. When Islam said the Wahhabis has made it so that the people don't understand the severity of shirk. People just throwing the accusation around on anybody. Yeah. Like what Salafiyah says is shirk, and I done proved this 1,000 times. What they say is shirk, Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah never said that was shirk. So like, where did that come from? That's an innovation. That's something Ibn Abdul Wahhab innovated, and we can prove it. Like, y'all ain't got to get gangster just because we spoke about y'all leader. And that's another thing. Why is it that when we call y'all Wahhabi, y'all get offended? When you call me a Maliki, I don't get offended. Malik was the most honorable. He was Alim in Medina. Why are y'all offended when we say Wahhabi? We're like, okay, you're not a Hanafi, you're not a Maliki, you're not a Shafi'i, you're not a Hanbali. What is you? What's your set? What you claim? You claim Ibn Abdul Wahhab. Don't be like, no, we follow Quran and Sunnah according to the way of you follow Quran and Sunnah according to the way of Ibn Abdul Wahhab. Because the stuff that he said and the stuff that y'all be saying, the scholars of all time never said that stuff. When Aslan said, I've heard Hassan Somali don't even mix with the people in Philly. I heard the same thing from several people. Wa alaikum salam to Allah, Anthony Morel. Let me see what's going on TikTok. Wa alaikum salam, Ali Fragrance 313. What up, D? The D up in the house? What's happening? I got some folks in the D. I came and spoke at Mifta University in the D. Well, it ain't technically Detroit. You know where that's at. Yeah, I came and spoke there with my sheikh. Alhamdulillah. My guy, can I come up and give you an amazing hadith? For sure. Let me see. I don't know how to do this. Hold up. This will be my first time doing this. Shug. Assalamu alaikum, sis. I had a good friend I grew up with named Shug. Have you been to Philly? Yeah, I've been to Philly. Yeah, I've been there. I didn't have a bad experience when I was in Philly. I mean, I don't know people. I'm not viral. Like, I'm like, man, don't nobody be white. When I be reading Quran and Sunnah according to the way of the Salah, people don't watch them videos. Y'all watch ratchet stuff. The ratchet stuff I done did went viral. I ain't had one religious video when I got the proof pulled up, and don't no Salafis be there. And y'all and my regular followers, I got the evidence pulled right up. One dude told me the Ash'aris don't follow Quran as soon they follow logic. And I'm literally every Sunday I teach out of a book that's nothing. That's an Ash'ari book that's nothing but Quran and Hadith. Crazy. 1 second, let me put on. No, I'm not a Sarafi Kak. I'm a Ash'ari Maliki. The haram police, I think I answered that, man. The haram police are the people that told me my shirt, hey, Wahhabi just gave me a fatwa. I said that my Nike is shirt. He didn't provide the proofs and the evidences. So I'm not allowed to follow it according to their usul. I'm not allowed to follow it because there was no proof and there was no evidence. Stuff is crazy. Lady Khadija, Sheikh Ismail, she said, may Allah Ta'ala bless him. Ameen. Of course. Sis was there. She supported me from the jump. I might be, I might be the crazy wild little brother that you got to pull back every now and then. But Sister Khadija, no, I can handle myself. You know what I mean? Meech, those is what you should start with. Yeah, I assume that's what you were speaking on when I was saying for the ain. I don't get into the Shia Sunni stuff. I don't know what your name is, QZVR. I don't get into that, man. I'm in Black America, bro. We ain't got no Shiites. It's Salafis, Warfdin Muhammad, and a few Ash'aris and Maturidis. We don't got no Shiites. That ain't got nothing to do with us. And all that stuff going on over there, I just want to say that, man, that's politics, man. All this other politics. Ain't none of that stuff religion. Me said, brother, you shouldn't judge the religion off of brothers that's following. So I'm not, but Aki Meech, I'm not judging everybody. Like, for the most part, people is cool, but it's just like it's too frequent. It's too frequent, and it's like this is coming from somewhere. And the only reason why I got smoked with Hassan Somali and them people who follow that, that's in that community, because all those people come out of that community. So there's stuff that's being said, and the stuff, and people, like, I be doing my one too. And then somebody had come in my comments, oh, you're grave worshiper. Don't nobody follow this. Man, a sister screenshotted my page while I was teaching. I think Imam Tahawi. I was teaching Aqidah to Tahawi, and at this time I was teaching it at the masjid, and I was streaming it at the same time. I didn't even know how to do that. Like, it was a brother that was like, bro, you got to get on YouTube, bro. We got to put this up. Like, he the one got me started streaming, Aki Yusuf. So that person found my page on Facebook and said, like, you said that Allah does not exist in a place. I was like, no, I didn't say that. Imam Tahawi said that. That's shirk. What? Like, you want me to believe you, but you don't want me to believe Imam Tahawi? I said, don't you follow the Quran and Sunnah according to the way of the Salaf? Yes. Imam Tahawi was a Salaf. What are you talking about? He was in the 3rd century. It's like 4 people between him and the Prophet Islam. It's like the oldest Aqidah book that we have. What are you talking about? Where's that book? I got it right here. This is a foundational book right here. And this edition was written by ours only, Imam Naim Abdullah. Alhamdulillah, get this edition. This is a staple in my home. We got the kids studying Aqidah Tahawiyah right now. This is a staple. So she took, after we and her had that going back and forth, she screenshotted my face and made a post on her page, tagged me in and said, if you're a Salafi, unfollow this brother. This brother is a pun, bid'ah, blah, 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 blah. You don't even know that Imam Tahawi was one of the imams of Aqidah in the time of Salaf, and you're telling me that I'm on bid'ah? Because I don't agree with you? So I'm not saying everybody. When I say Philadelphia, or when we say Philly Muslim, like, we need y'all to clean house. We need y'all to stop these people. Stop refuting us. We ain't y'all problem. I can assure you, I have never, and I've been studying on a high level for at least 15 years. Like, far beyond the basics. I'm way far away from the advanced stuff. Ain't no fool about it now. Don't play with me. But way past the advanced stuff. And I have never seen any of my students be like, okay, in today's lesson, we're going to learn about the deviants of the Salafis. Never. But what do you see in Philadelphia? We're having a conference this weekend about the deviant sect inside of Islam, and we must march against them. And then here y'all come to the internet and find a brother like me with that one Ash'ari brother with the loud mouth. He loud. I want that Ash'ari brother. And then y'all type me in, and then you come into my comments, and I got to deal with you. Y'all, I didn't even finish the story. That fitna got so bad in Cincinnati, they ran my sheikh out the masjid. He didn't want no smoke. He left. It wasn't peaceful. He left. Now I don't have guidance. Now the community doesn't have guidance. That community was without an imam. They just got an imam this Ramadan. That was probably almost 7 years ago. Like, make me understand that. Go to another masjid. Go sit in another study circle. I'm talking about people not getting married because there's no because there's no imam. Janaza's not being done. This is not internet games. This is people. Some of us actually believe in Islam. At that moment, I had an issue because I'm a student of knowledge. I'm trying to go as high as I'm trying to get the Mukhtasar al-Khalil, and it takes time. It probably takes about 10 years to get there. I didn't even get the 10 years because of the fitna to Wahhabiyya. I don't know. It's just that serious. So at this time, I wasn't married. I went to inquire about a sister that was from Philly, and we started talking, and she questioned something I said, and she was like, "You a blind follower?" And I was like really interested in this sister. She was like, "You a blind follower?" She was like one of them pretty. She was one of them pretty sisters. Philadelphia I got all the hijabi bags. And she was like on Deen. She used to post hadiths daily and stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, she's pretty. And she on Deen? Right. So she questioned something that I had said or posted, and she was like, "Oh, so you're a blind follower?" I was like, "Huh?" She's like, "You blind follow. You said this and that." I was like, "Yeah, I was talking about the hadith." She's like, "Yeah, I only follow Quran and Sunnah, bro." I'm like, "Huh?" I'm a Maliki. How am I not following Quran and Sunnah? She's like, "Because you blind following Malik. You're not blind following the Prophet of Islam." This is what the sister's telling me. And I was like, "Okay, we got a situation here. This is something that she don't know. I'll enlighten her." I said, "Can I prove to you that we all must blind follow?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, when you say you follow the Quran and Sunnah, if you needed to follow the Quran, that's obvious. If you needed to know something from the Sunnah, what's the first book that you would grab? She was like, Bukhari. I said, he was a blind follower. She's like, huh? I was like, yeah, he was a blind follower, just like me. She's like, how? I'm like, because he followed the Shafi'i madhab. He didn't have his own madhab. Bukhari was a Shafi'i. She's like, astaghfirullah. You're talking about the scholars, the blood, the flesh of the scholars is poisonous. She started going all the way in, just brainwashed. I'm like, what? Like, what are y'all learning up there? She telling me this stuff and like grave worshiping and this, and I'm like, she's like, you're a kabooti. Broke my little heart. Cut me off, blocked me. I'm like, yeah, I ain't marrying no deviant, this, that, and the third. She did spin the block. I was mad. She spent the block and she was playing it cool and this, that, and the third. And then she gave me her sad story about her dude dogged her all out. And then I was like, okay, y'all should go to marriage counselor. Well, we didn't get married yet. Y'all didn't get married. And he dogged you out. He left you with the baby. He beat you up. I thought you was following Quran Sunnah according to the way of the Salah. Wallahi ta'ala. And she doesn't know that I know this. A brother got paroled. He did 25 years. I was in a joint with him. He did 25 years. He didn't have nowhere to get paroled to because all his family died. Wallahi, I let him get paroled to my house just so he can get out of jail. He was like, bro, all I need is the 6 months to do my papers and I'm gone. Wallahi, he did his 6 months. He stayed at my house with me and my wife at the time. He did his thing. He bought him a car cash, $7,000 cash, boom, boom. So, I'd make my little videos or whatever. And, he know I'm into this type stuff. So he like, man, my nephew probably need, he need marriage counseling with his sister. Woo. And I would like, for you to marry them because, they've been doing their thing. And I've been telling telling Neff, like, you got to marry her. You got to, they sneaking ducking off. They sneaking ducking off. Wallahi ta'ala. This in Philly. I'm in Cincinnati. But this was his nephew. I'm like, yeah, get Neff on the phone. Boom. He let me talk to him. Boom, boom, boom. Now, he like a gangster. Look like little bro, a gangster. He's like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got a bad little, you know what I'm saying, little joint, and you know what y'all be saying, joint, I got a bad little joint, boom, 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 but she be tripping, boom, boom. So I'm talking to him on the phone, on Ali phone, and whatever. He was like, so he started sharing his screen. Like, why are you telling me how bad she is? He started sharing me screen. Shots. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was her. And I made him stop. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, hold on. I said, all right, that's your wife. I'm like, but in the back of my head, I said, ain't this bad up? Oh, I definitely cussed. Oh, the good brother cussed. Yes, I did. And I'm over here religious and reading Quran and fiqh and usul, and the brother he put the what my pen at, man? He put the blunt in his mouth like, yeah, shake like I got a bad little sister, you know what I'm saying? She cold, like, but she be tripping. Like, he got the blunt in his mouth, he got the tactile on here, and you know what I'm talking about. He was the whole Philly Muslim hookup. But I'm a deviant. And I'm a grave worshiper. They ended up having a bunch of babies. She ended up getting like real big, and you know, I think the brother locked up. Can't make this up. My point of bringing that story up is this ain't just a bunch of slogans. Islam is not just a bunch of slogans. And when you actually get engaged with the Quran and Sunnah, it changes your life. It ain't just something you argue with people online about. It changes your life. Ahmad Sayyuti, the Sheikh, wa alaykum salam, brother Kashif, the Sunni Kashif. Yarhamakallah. Sheikh, Yarhamakallah. And Sheikh Ahmad Sayyuti he said, the world is a strange place. He said, in terms of culture and music, I would consider the Midwest part of the East Coast, although it's not geographically. So about that, like Cincinnati is more south than it is east or Midwest. So we don't like Ohio is like in the Midwest. It's in the Mid-East. It's not in the Midwest. I tell people that all the time, like, and I'm a truck driver, so I know maps very well. You don't even take a Western map to get to Cincinnati unless you're on the East Coast. If you're in Ohio, like you don't even take nothing west to get in Ohio or whatever. When you're going west, you go to the true Midwest, like Indiana and Kansas and stuff. That stuff is in the middle of the country. Ohio's a weird place because it connects the North and the South. So I'm from Southern Ohio, so we literally on the border of Kentucky. We far away from all the other cities like Columbus and Cleveland and Akron. We never see those guys like ever, unless you're in prison. And our prisons are separated to northern and southern prisons. I was in southern prisons, even though they ended up changing stuff, and my levels got dropped because of Islam, and they rolled a lot of us up north. That was the only time we ever seen northern people and stuff. Like, so I always tell people, like, we more south than we are, just to understand cultures. We more south than anything. And we in the loop. Like, you drive 3 hours south, you in Tennessee. You like Cincinnati, Kentucky, literally like on the water. Like we could throw a rock and hit Kentucky. Like, so it's like I mean, and me and one of my great friends is in Philadelphia right now. We talk every day. Like, we are like, the cultural differences is just crazy. But we trying to let y'all know, y'all got the juice as far as Islam. That's not mistaken. I recognize that. I always say it, but y'all missed that. But y'all are leading us the wrong way. And y'all not cleaning the house. Y'all not dealing with those trolls. And when y'all see a good brother like myself, I'm speaking literally Quran and Sunnah from my perspective, from where I am in life. I got to put the phone on charge. From where I am with things, all this war is crazy. Sheikh Ahmad Sayyuti said, trolling is a disease, and I think a lot of your Salafi trolls are probably Salafi ladies. They are. Lots of them are. Huh? You talking to me? I just used it. Walaikum salam, Sister Khadija. I had to come over here. They wilding on the clock, on the clock app. TikTok, the clock app. She said the clock app. That's the first time I heard that. The clock. Let me bring this brother up here. Is he still there? Let me see how you do this. I mean, oh shoot. Brother said he wanted to give me a hadith. Walaikum salam, Abu Amatullah. Native Brits, what they do? She said Wahhabis have a problem with lights on the prophet's birthday, but will sign treaties with Israel. Uh-oh. Shots fired. Right. The Salafis don't like the Maulid, but Bin Baz signed a fatwa that you can literally Google right now, allowing America to use their Air Force space to drop bombs on Muslims. No, it would be lie. It was a brother that said he wanted to come up. Billy Allah has a minute. Meech, Freshy Auto. So you believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a limit and a literal hand is specifically intended. Yeah, grave worshiping is their favorite go-to. Yusuf Haq sounds familiar. With her. I'm glad she didn't marry you. I'm glad she didn't marry me too. I probably would be doing this video from jail. Saleh Abdul Majid. That's my Philly spy right there. Now, Mujib told me, I was like, nah, bro, I don't want to bring you on when I be talking about Philly. Man, they ain't gonna do nothing. I got what they got. What you mean? They see me every day, man. Ain't gonna do nothing. Nah, we ain't on that, man. He been on the funky list. That's not correct. We don't march or cause uproar. We just warn the people. Meech, was it you that was trying to come up? I'm looking for the somebody said they needed to show me some. Worst leaders are Ethiopian, raising hands. Salam Bukhari. Oh, you see it on the screen, Mujib? I got a couple hadith. What's going on, Dawood Musa from Sion from Texas? What's that? Hey, I'm through there all the time. When I be dropping loads. Y'all got a lot of loads in Texas. Salim, I do with the cutting. See the Warriors tapping in. What it do? Rashid, Akil, Johnson, what it do? I can't find a brother. Have you heard about Imam Tahir Wyatt and Imam Ali Davis? Not everyone in Philly is of those. Man, I agree, man. Like y'all never hear me mention them guys. And me and my rappy Saleh Abdul Majid, we was just talking. He just was giving me the juice on that. He was just giving me the juice on the Muslim Family Center. And that's why I always say Germantown. I'm like, man, the smoke always be coming from Germantown. And like when people and I got pulled into the whole Germantown thing because when I'm going back and forth with them with these type of dudes, I don't know where they be at. Like they be in Philadelphia. Like first they either start their sentence off with dickhead, they start their sentence off with weirdo, or they start their sentence off with the other word they be using. I forget the other word. That's how they start their sentence, and then they begin their refutation of it. Like you already be psyched out at that point. Now you can say something crazy to me. Now I'm like, okay, we in the streets. We're not in the masjid. We're not doing Quran and Sunnah. This is Bloods and Crips. This 54th versus 51st. Like this is how they be coming. But y'all don't be checking them dudes. Y'all check me for y'all check me for checking them. When I get at a dude, I'm gonna read some of these comments, man, real quick. Let me see. One dude was on here was just talking all type of. So one dude sent me a follow request like a couple months ago. First words come out of his mouth. I made up that verse. Not the verse. The video that I made that said Salafiyah was a bunch of slogans, and I went through and I like gave my evidence in the video. Now he probably didn't hear this video, and then just got triggered or whatever and just start typing, which is not the etiquette of a student of knowledge. But, you know, most people, I got to get used to the fact that being on the internet, I'm going to be mixing with a lot of people that don't have the character of a true student of knowledge. First thing this brother says, not sure why y'all keep entertaining this fool. How am I supposed to respond to that? Clear he's ignorant and only looking for clicks and likes. Shaking my head. Islam is built on proofs and evidences. State your proof if you're truthful. The whole video was truth. I mean, was evidence. Like, why didn't you he wrote a long paragraph, but you see the first words come out of his mouth was that. Why didn't he use that opportunity to say, here's the hadith, the usul is like this, you were mistaken, this is not a slogan, here's the evidence, blah, blah, blah. He do that. It's immediate disrespect. And he sent me a friend request. And this one brother was talking. Where is it? Where is it coming? This is all just this morning. This is what I wake up to. One guy. Okay. So I start trolling him. I was like, all right, little homie, you got it. He said something crazy. Like, I think he said you a goofy. He's like, man, this dude is a goofy. I was like, all right, little homie. He said, I haven't been a little homie since I was a teenager. I'm older than you, abs. Oh, no, it's the internet. Or I guess he said, I know it's the internet. That's why I said you was doing it for content, but you keep us out your mouth, boy. I don't know how y'all play in Philadelphia. I don't know if he playing, if he not playing, but in Cincinnati, it'll get you shot. Like, and you got to give that respect to people. I do. I don't tell, like, and I gave it back to him. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, man, you obviously a gangster. I don't want no smoke. I'm just a religious dude. I'm just a religious troll. I'm like, man, if you so gangster and you tough, go control your block and make money off of your being gangster. At least do that. You're not gonna get no clout off of me. No clout. Like, I'm not even in your city where you can put work in on me and knock me out and be like, yeah, you know, the Sloppy Slayer dude. Yeah, y'all knocked him out. You're not gonna get that. We don't live in the same city, so it's lame. You're not gonna knock me off, and then you're gonna take my block, and then you can put your work on the block, and now you making more money. Like, what is your end game? And talking crazy on the internet. I told him, I said, go ahead, man, go run your block, get that energy to your ops. I'm a little religious dude, man. Just read my little books online. I ain't your op. He said, I never been a G, just been myself since I was born. I'll put my energy where it suits me best in my life. The Dean, you got it. Just tread lightly on the city. You're giving me orders again. That helped push forth Islam and since America, and that's true. I recognize that. He said, we got Imam Afriki, who I've been told that Hassan Somali conspired to remove him so he could take his spot to have leadership. And I think, you know, now y'all correct me. Somebody correct me. Somebody go get the evidence or whatever. But when I'm digging into the situation, I'm like, man, how did Hassan Somali, as far as I know, and I look into Hassan Somali's educational background, it doesn't go that far. He ain't no fool, but it don't go that far. So I'm like, how did he woo the entire German town Philly into him being the sheikh ala sheikh? How did that happen? I want to know. And I'm connected with guys that's way more serious than him on the dean side. So I'm like, well, how did he come to power? And they said that he conspired and, you know, basically trolled Imam Afriki and intimidated him, and then the brother just backed up, and then he slid in, and he been there since. And anybody that challenges his authority, like myself, they send trolls at him. And I done had Salafis tell me this. I done had Salafis that were there tell me this. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm saying, I'm putting on record, it's an allegation, but, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where's the other? I'm gonna show you the other one. He said, "Salute to Salafia." I forgot what I said. I forgot what I said. I forgot what I said. I think I told him, I was like, "Listen, man, where I'm from, I bully bullies, and you can't bully me." I said something along that lines. He said, "You bullying Trumps down there. How you know? Like, that's so lame. How you know who ought to put work in on? You're not even from my city. I ain't say nothing like that. I ain't checking your gangster, testing your gangster. I don't know you. I don't even want to test your gangster. You ain't in my way. I ain't in your way. I'm over here making money. I don't know what you doing over there. I'm so busy over here making my money. I don't care what you're doing over there. How you know that? How you know I'm not that guy in my city? I'm not. But how do you know? He said, I'm bullying chunks down there. He said, these YNs alone won't allow you to wrong, won't allow you LOL at them wrong, won't allow you to laugh at them wrong. And the old heads is going to give you the work. Another threat. And you talking about Hassan Somali, they gonna cook your toast. This is a Philly Muslim. So yes, y'all go back to wherever, to Germantown, to Abu Hassan Malik, like, yo, like Philly Muslims are real. They're real. There's so many other comments. Let me see if I can find this other one, if it'll let me go back that far. There was a sister that was on here, and this is what I'm saying. I'm responding to the brother on TikTok. He said all the Muslims aren't like this. I'm like, no, all the Muslims in Philly ain't like this. I don't think that, but I get a lot of this all day, like all day, just off me making a video about the Malikis and the Ash'aris. This is what we believe. We say Allah exists without a place. Oh, and then here come the people in the comments. Where is that? Where is it at? Oh, here go another dude. His first words was weirdo. Because the video was Philly Muslim Part 2. He said weirdo Muslim Part 2. That's his first words that he said. That stuff will get you punched. That'll get you took off on where I'm from. Like, why y'all like I don't understand. Like if y'all supposed to be, you know, these big shuyukh and y'all come up under Imam Ifriqi and I'm with I memorized Quran with Hassan Somali. This y'all character? This what y'all out? No, listen, mind you, these are the people representing those communities. They well, y'all heard me just read what dude said. Yeah, Hassan Somali, I'll be over there with them and Ifriqi and all that. But this is how y'all treat other Muslims? When the Prophet Muhammad himself said the Muslim is the one who the other Muslims are safe from his mouth and his ass. This how y'all treat Muslims? I didn't see no Salafis. I see Salafis liking his comment. I don't see them be like, yo, you can't disrespect. You can't say anything bad to a Muslim. That's still a Muslim. You might just. I don't see none of that. I know one brother that will do that. His name is Yakshan Fayyad. He's one that will do it, and every now and then Abu Naima will. Every now and then, if he ain't busy getting on me, I didn't witness a brother come at me all type of left, and then Abu Naima checked him and was like, "Hey, bro, nah, that ain't what we doing." And me and Abu Naima, we go back and forth like on a scholarly level. I respect that. I've never disrespected him. He's never disrespected me. Like. And people will watch me and him go back and forth. He provided evidence, I provide evidence. He provided evidence, I provide evidence. That's deen. Steel sharpens steel. I value a relationship like that. He talks strong, like, oh no, that's bit nah, that's wrong. I'm a man. I can take that. Nah, it's not. I give it back to him. Never has he said something disrespectful, but he's not in Philly though. He is in Philly, but I think he's from Jersey. I think he was raised in Jersey, but you know, he came to Philly. Yeah, he said weirdo Muslim Part 2. This nigga don't be having nothing to do. I don't even know you, dude. Never interacted. Like, how you know I ain't got nothing to do? This is a Philly Muslim. Somebody else, Red Camel. This is his name, Red Camel Kitchen Bath. This man is a Sufi with deviant beliefs. He hates Philadelphia because the Muslims there generally adhere to the Orthodox creed according to the way of the three generations. Slogan. The videos are about, I think it's proof, or like Uthaymeen believes this, and then all of the people of the Salafis in Philadelphia say, oh yeah, Sheikh Uthaymeen said this, and then I got Shafi'i saying this on the other hand. That's not the Salaf. That's not following 3+ generations. How am I wrong for saying that? Saying the truth. And then I'm a Sufi with deviant beliefs because I expose that that's just academically that's not true. Like I literally got a PDF where I took years going through these books, going through Kitab al-Tawheed, the Sharh of Aqidat al-Tahawiyah, and statements that they mean and Fawzan and about the Wahab and Bin Baz said, got them in a PDF, got statements from the scholars of the Salaf, and I can show you. I even put the video up. It's on my YouTube. I compared them side by side. I didn't see no Salafis in that video calling me a weirdo and a dickhead. I know my political connections, like, man, you can't be using that language, but we got to use that language because it's real like that. Well, I gotta find this sister's comment so I can show y'all what I gotta deal with on a regular basis. While you're promoting kufr and shirk, your husband is a student of knowledge. You thought you ate with that one. Like the sisters call me, you know, GAY. Where is that comment? I don't know. Maybe I don't buy. It's too many comments. But yeah, like they questioned my sexuality. One sister told me just because she didn't like the video that I made, she told me that she made dua that my wife get a new husband because I have erectile dysfunction. Like, lady, I've never seen you in my life. Didn't even knew you existed. And this is what I get for, and I'm teaching out of this book and teaching out of Tahawi and you know, real authentic texts that date back to 3+ generations, and that's the response. That's a Philly Muslim. Like inside of Philly, there is no Philly Muslim because y'all love y'all city. But outside of Philly, this is the experience, especially for somebody, a person of knowledge, a student of knowledge. The imams don't even bother y'all. They got y'all scared. Y'all got them scared. So people like me, I'm going to step up and say it because I'm not scared. The Aima, they not gangsters. I'm a retired gangster. That stuff, all that tough talking, that don't mean that. Listen, man, I'm being ready to be 42 years old. You think that's the first time somebody told me they was gonna hit me or kill me or said something mean or bad? Man, I did almost 10 years in the joint. How you think that something this typing on this computer? Now, if you pop out with the Drake and you chasing me down the street, then yeah, you got it. But you better not miss. I promise you that. And then I'm gonna be what you call this brother is a Sufi. He made a Muslim kick the bucket. But you told me you was coming to get me. And one of them told me that he was coming to my house. It was gonna whack my whole family. I said, okay, ditto. Oh, you just threatened me? Dude, you just threatened me. You can't make it up, man. Facts is different in the city. Facts is different. No, Musa, yeah. Shout out to Philadelphia. You know, I like I said in the beginning. I don't know if you said in the beginning. You know, I love the fact that I see, you know, on a regular sisters with, you know, niqab and brothers with those. That's the only place you see that there in Atlanta. But you're gonna see it peppered into Atlanta's community. But in Philly, you're gonna see it everywhere. Like, and that's beautiful. When I was in Philly, it was beautiful. It was nice. You know, alhamdulillah. You know, I went to Philly. I went to Jersey. I didn't go to New York. The same, yeah. Somebody told me this, Mumu. The same Hassan who came to the janazah with a pistol. And I heard it through the grapevine. See, look, I never even heard this person before. Wallahi, my friend that I was just telling y'all about told me, and I was asking, it's like, man, it's a lot of heat coming out that Germantown community. Like, you got to blame the leadership. So I'm like, what they teaching? What are they learning over there? Because I'm really concerned. I'm like, they never heard that. Like how could Fauzan do a shutter of Akida Tahawiya when what Fauzan and Salafia believes to be shirk or to be bid'ah is in Akida Tahawiya? I'm trying to really find out. I'm like, what are they learning and teaching in Germantown? And we, the conversation turned into they said Hassan Somali up the Strizap on another Muslim because he challenged him. I heard he don't like to be challenged. I heard that you must obey his every word or he gonna cuss you clean out. That sounds like a Christian preacher to me. What's that movie? Don't ask why the preacher got a nice watch. Don't ask why the preacher got a nice car. Don't ask no questions. Sister, just pay the bill. I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking. But yeah, how you not gonna be questioned? I don't even know this person on YouTube, Mumu124. Yeah. I done had at least 5 other people who claimed they were there, and I have no reason to believe that they were lying. And these 5 different people didn't tell me this at the same time. These are 5 different people, maybe 3 people, maybe 2 people, one time, one, and then 1 and 1. Told me this. That's a sound hadith. That fits the criteria of a sound hadith. So for the brother Mumu, I don't know if it's the Mumu. Mumu, I don't know if you're a sister or a brother, so forgive me. The Mumu 124, 124 says Salafia is literally a virus. Once it enters the heart fully, it's really hard to get cured. And some Salafis truly hate Muslims to the core. That's how I feel. You see those comments I'm reading, they're talking about I'm promoting Kufr and shirk. I'm reading from Imam Bayhaqi. So years ago, I was doing the Riyadh al-Salihin, and the edition that I was reading out of was printed in Saudi Arabia. And that was written by Imam Nawawi. Imam Nawawi was a card-carrying Ash'ari. How in the world did the Kingdom of Salafiyya print Riyadh al-Salihin by a card-carrying Ash'ari? We reading out of these books. You telling me that's Kufr and that's shirk? So you put this ain't coming from me. This is what's silly. It's coming out y'all attacking the scholars of the Salaf. I'm just telling you what they said. But yeah, all in all, FXAE. Yeah, I heard Tahir and Ali Davis. I heard they was cool. You know what I mean? They just own what they own. And that's all right. I got a bloody history with the War of Deen people. Brother Aki, I got a bloody history with them. We made peace. I see the Salafis in the War of Deen community been going at each other, so I'm just sitting back watching with my popcorn. You know what they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's the Haram police here as we speak. Oh, Sister Aliyah Scott. Oh, you better believe it. I think that was an old question. Shay Arista, she was discussing. Discussing is like the title, Philly Muslims. That's the discussion. Alhamdulillah stabbed all the ops with the Prophet Muhammad's sword. That's an FBI agent. And I think a lot of these, I think some of these people that be in the community that represent Salafiyya, I think they be agents, man. Because you can tell them this simple stuff. Like I ask them a question, they'd be like, yes. I'm like, okay, well, Imam Ahmad said this. They're like, oh, you didn't understand it correctly. Like, you can't be that dumb. Like, you're here to cause trouble. A lot of them be agents. And it's known with the older Salafi guys, they will tell you that there are CIA agents that have learned Salafiyya and they in the ranks and they are there just to cause fitna. There's even some stuff online. There's a brother who did. I wish I could call Yakshan. He told me the brother's name. I can't even pull his text messages up. There's a brother who wrote a paper. He did a research on how the FBI was learning Salafia, and they've been behind spreading it. There's a brother that wrote an article on it. Let me see if I can find the article. Guy who wrote about FBI infiltration of the Muslim community via Salafism. What was his name? There's a black guy too. I have to find it, man. I got it in some of my notes. I don't know, what was this guy name? Can't find it. I have to look at my stuff, man. I can't find it. I have to look at my. That's diving deep, man. I ain't too big of a conspiracy theorist. I ain't too big of a conspiracy theorist, but it just like some of this stuff is just obvious. Like if you see a scholar from the Salaf, I believe in one of Uthaymin's Shuruh. He said that tafweed was haram, but tafweed, and those who know, I'm not getting into that right now. But the literally position in the Aqidah in regards to the Sifatullah was tafweed. So y'all say you follow the Quran Sunnah according to the way of the Salaf, when Uthaymin says that tafweed ma'na is haram, but all of the scholars of the Salaf, the 3 blessed generations, they did tafweed ma'na. So I'm supposed to let you bully me because it's cool to be a Salafi. But that's right. 90% of it is culture. Like 90% of them don't know this stuff that I'm talking about. Like I can sit down with your average Salafi and show them stuff from the 3 blessed generations that they would say is kufr and that they would say is bid'ah. And it's belief systems from the actual time period of the Salaf, who they always giving you the slogan. Ali Abdul Rahman, wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah, said, Sheikh, keep up the good work and spreading knowledge and displaying good akhlaq. Amal Ahlul Medina. Oh, yeah, for sure. My character ain't good. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'd have cussed a bunch of them out, brother. And that's what this live stream is. I'm trying to clear my name, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to threaten y'all back when y'all threaten me. I don't want no smoke. I just want to live, take care of my family, and spread Islam so that all of the murders will stop happening. I don't know about Philadelphia, but in Cincinnati, the murder rate is so high, and our sons are dying. The kids, like, you know, they're not going the right way with their sexuality. Nobody's getting married. Baby mamaism is rampant. Poverty is rampant. I'm focused on that. And we got to stop this Aqidah war in order for us to come together and get down to the nitty gritty and really start doing the things that need to be done in our communities. And that's why I think a lot of the people who are Salafis, who are these haram police type people, are agents. They disrupting that because this kills the unity. Philadelphia then did good at unifying and making Islam a cultural thing. That's cool. Now let's put the rubber on the road. Let's really start doing some of the work. But like the vast majority of the people in Philadelphia is only focused with refuting us, the fellow Muslims. And that's not the Sunnah. The problem, we know about, they say they follow hadith. We know about the hadith when the Prophet ﷺ found out who the hypocrites were, the Abdullah ibn Ubay. We know about that. And then the Sahaba was like, man, we can ready to put him down. And the Prophet says like, no, because then the non-Muslims going to be thinking that the Muslims are divided and they kill their own followers. But here we go. You got all the Wahhabis, the people who are following Ibn Abdul Wahhab, who want your blood because you're not a Salafi and because you won't become Salafi. And that's not the Sunnah. There's a hadith that speaks against the people who use ayats in the Quran against Muslims. Y'all say y'all follow Quran and Sunnah according to the way of the Salaf. And y'all follow the proof, y'all follow the evidence, with the proof and the evidence is there. In the hadith, it says it's haram to take ayahs that Allah was addressing the kuffar and use them against people who say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. They have in their book from Ibn Abdul Wahhab in Kitabut Tawheed a bunch of ayats, and they can be like, "Oh, you're telling me what Malik said. You're telling me what Imam Nawawi said. This is what Allah said." They're taking ayats per their leader. We got the book in here. I ain't gonna get into all of that. It's over somewhere. They're taking those ayats when Allah was addressing the kuffar, and they're saying that the Ash'ari and the Maturidiyya, these ayats refer to them. It's the pagans. They're the mushrikeen of the society. What? Y'all pronouncing mass takfir on the... That's 90% of the ummah. Y'all are not Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Y'all are not the majority group. The Maturidis and the Ash'aris have been the dominant group since the time of the Salaf. You had the Aqidah of the Sahaba and the Salaf and the 3+ generations. Directly after the 3+ generations, the Aqidah was the Ash'aridas, the Ash'aridah, the Hanbalis, and the Malikis. And I really don't throw the Hanbalis in there because they don't have like a systemized school of Aqidah. They have opinions, strong opinions that are valid and verified about these issues, and that's a whole conversation within itself. But I'm talking about a whole school. Huh? What? These 2 kids that go to school. You see them? Where? They just went to the dock. I don't think he does. Go see him. Turn it off. Yes, you can. They said they was riding their bike. If you think he in the water, go see. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. So you have inside of their school some positions that are not supported in the time of the Salaf. And they don't ever open the books of the Salaf. They only open books from Al-Albani, Fawzan, Uthaymin, and then they tell us not to blind follow, but they are blind following Uthaymin, Fawzan, Al-Albani, Ibn Abdul Wahhab, Asadi. They're blind following those guys. I just had a guy right before I started this live stream at 5 o'clock. We was going back and forth for about an hour, and I care because I'm trying to give him the doubt. The dude with the fake page who was cowardly enough. And I told him you're a coward for you to try to speak tough behind a fake page. I can't even put a face on it and say this person is a liar. This person is lying on Islam. I can't even do that. But you can lie and cheat and deceive and threaten, and you're doing it behind a fake page. That is at least you are a jasus. And I told him that. I kept it all the way gutter with him. I said I told him straight up. But I was just telling him right before I started this live stream. He said he made a claim and said that Imam Ash'ari repented on his deathbed. This is a common belief in the Salafi Minhaj. I said that's a lie. He's like, no, it's not. I'm trying to get you nasiha. He's screaming and all this stuff. I'm like, listen, man, listen. I give you $100 right now if you can bring me credible proof that happened. He bit the cheese. He bit the cheese. That's how I give you $100 right now, and I texted to him, so it's on record. So make me a liar. I give you $100 if you can prove that. He said, also, he says, Al-Ibana. It's in Kitab al-Ibana. You bit the cheese. You're brainwashed, man. That's not an Ash'ari book. That book is not in our madhab. We don't learn that book. We don't know who that book with. All of our books have chains back to the authors. Khalas. Guess what his response was? You only believe in 7 attributes. You're a grave worshiper. He started calling me names. You got to be an FBI agent. You can't be that dumb. You here just to get me to crash out so I would stop exposing the fallacies of Salafiyya. And I'm a sucker for the smoke. I told you I'm a retired gangster. I'm a retired Kufi smacker. I'm a sucker for the smoke. I'm gonna be out here honest with y'all. I gotta stop crashing out. I gotta stop crashing out. Because they're here to crash me out so that I can't do these videos anymore and I can expose this stuff. I said I was gonna look for that brother. Exactly. No, Mumu, they say they know what Alif Lam means in the Quran. Now I always ask them, okay, give me a reference from the time of the Salaf for that. Oh, Sheikh Al-Albani wasn't from the Salaf. Or Sheikh Fawzan said Fawzan wasn't from the Salaf. Well, in Majma'ul Fatawa, Ibn Taymiyyah was not, rahimahumullah, he was not from the Salaf. Because y'all said y'all follow the Quran and Sunnah according to the way of the Salaf, not the Khalaf. Even though we follow the Khalaf. We don't follow Ibn Taymiyyah, but we follow the Khalaf. But y'all say you follow the Quran and Sunnah. Y'all know the slogan, according to the way of the Salaf, give me a reference from the Salaf. And they don't. Meech, I can't remember. Somebody commented, there's too many comments on TikTok. Somebody commented who said that they wanted to come up. I'll let you come up. I'll let you speak. Somebody comment and say it was me. It's way too many comments. I can't see them. Alaikum salam. Who? Yeah, get dope off the blocks and all that. That's what we trying to do that, man. Yeah, I ain't trying to gang bang with no Muslims. Like if I feel like I can help you, I will. Like if you're a Salafi and I know you're a Salafi, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, get up off me, man. You stink. No, don't pray next to me. But when we come around y'all, that's what y'all do. Y'all be wanting to wrestle in the middle of the masjid because you want to put your feet on my foot when it's time. When you put your foot on my foot when it's time to make salah. Man, get off my feet, man. Get off my feet. And then you want to fight me about it. You ain't upon the Sunnah. Man, some other time. There's kids out here killing themselves and dope flowing all through the doggone streets. And you want to roll around on the carpet in the Baytullah because I don't want your feet touching my feet. And I got my evidence for that. Get off my feet, man. West African Dawa. Wa iyakum. That's my Maliki family tapping in. What up? Gabriela Rodriguez. Salam alaikum. Oh, Maliki click. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Now that's the name. Hey, brother, add me. I want to be in the Maliki click. Yeah, Ashadi was Maliki. Yeah, absolutely. They don't want to talk about that. They say he was on bid'ah and all this stuff. And the way they get out of that conversation is they say, oh, he repented on his deathbed. Anytime you prove a Salafi wrong and you got a scholar as evidence, they say, oh, he repented on his deathbed. Some other time, y'all. Please, some other time. No, it's not haram to carry a pistol. It's haram to pull it out and threaten the brother with it. If you refer to the story, to the hadith regarding Salafi Hassan Somali, yeah, it's haram to point it at. And there's a hadith about that, about having your swords and then making sure your swords are not pointed at another Muslim. Yeah, that's haram, bro. And I know some Salafi brothers who told me that they were there when that happened, and they demanded that he give a public apology to that brother. And they said he never did it. He never did it. Elaine, when was what? The incident with Hassan Somali upping the pistol on the brother? Is that what you're talking about? Don't believe all that you hear. That is not correct. He don't act like that. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. I hope he don't. I hope he don't. Come get your own look at the brother. I don't like what I see and hear from his followers, so I ain't really interested. Cause you see all the what's your name? Meech for. How can I feel like, even if y'all did have the hot for me, And even if y'all did have y'all learning from Hassan Somali, you just heard everything I just read from people that come out of his community. I'm not uninformed. So if I come around Germantown and people recognize me, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna do right there." Okay, where's it? Where like y'all haven't displayed no type of character to be like, man, let us show you, you know what I'm saying, how it really is. Like them dudes on the internet, I ain't seen that happen one time. Only thing that I see from Germantown is heat. So if I go to Germantown, I'm not gonna go there to talk about religion. And I'm not tough, but I ain't no sucker either. Abdullah Isa, okay, I don't see debating the reality of a deviant Sufi beliefs in Philly. Share your views. I don't know who said that. Basir Muhammad, Imam Nawawi never quoted that he was an presential proof. Basir Muhammad, Google it right now. Wa alaikum salam to Allah, Sister Sophia. So what do you follow? I am an Ash'ari and I am a Maliki. And both excuse me, allergies. And Sister Sophia, both of those imams were from the time of the Salaf. I don't follow anybody alive today, or that was alive recently, or that was alive after the 3+ generations, if they're not upon, because you know the Salafis like that word, upon. If they're not upon the actual works of the 3+ generations, I don't follow them. Now, every position that the Imams and Salafiyah have is not incorrect, but there are some very problematic things. Like the people, the Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, we're concerned about a concept that is, because this is the major problem between the Ash'aris and the Maturidis, the Hanbalis, which is the majority, and up against the minority, the Salafis. This is our problem with them. This is what it all boils down to, because 90% of y'all don't know. 90% of y'all just see a refutation from Abdul Rahman Hassan or Hassan Somali or Abu Hassan Mali or somebody, and they'll say deviant groups, and they'll throw the Ash'aris in there. They'll throw Sufis, even though like I don't dance and swirl or none of that. Like that's not what Sufism is. That's not what Tasawwuf is. I was telling my wife this morning, like I don't get down like that, but I've seen the proofs for guys that dance and all of that. That ain't my madhab. I don't go that route. That ain't for me. But I've seen the proof that those guys use. Hey, that works for you. I'm not going to be like, you need to be killed and you need to be out of Islam. And man, that's y'all. I'm from the ghetto. We dance. So and all them Salafis, y'all can't be up here acting like y'all don't be dancing, because them sisters and me guys be shaking it up. Better than the sisters that don't wear niqab. Y'all be shaking it up. Y'all be shaking it, and we can see it under the niqab. Under the abaya. So I don't want to hear nothing about no Sufis twirling and dancing and all of that. And the brothers, them y'all women that's doing it. They going viral on the internet doing it. Black folks, we dance. So I don't know why y'all got a problem with the Sufis that dance. I'm joking. Don't clip that part out, because they clip me and then share me in their Salafi circles. The brother is teaching the women to dance. Don't clip out the part that I'm joking. Let's get with it. All right. I kind of went through it. A B215. You probably came in a little late. Go on YouTube. My YouTube channel is tagged on my page. Hit the video, and if any of y'all want to see the replay and y'all miss something, it'll be on my YouTube. Gog and Magog answered the question. Yeah, you want the article, Salim? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I have found it, and I was driving. You know how I be when I be driving. It be too much going on. There's no difference regarding a Muslim, may he be an Arab or non-Arab. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Too bad it hasn't been my experience dealing with the Salafis. Confession of the British Spy. You have to read how Wahhabism was established. I've read it. Like Abdul Nasser 46 said, Salafis, read the Confession of a British Spy to see how Wahhabism was, or the school of Ibn Abdul Wahhab, the minhaj of Ibn Abdul Wahhab. See how it's, you can YouTube it. They got so many videos on YouTube of it. Brother Salim said, because I've been saying that a lot of them was fed because of my experience with them in Cincinnati. Facts. We remember what was going on there. And in Columbus. Yeah, they do. And they get it. I see they starting to recruit a brothers who goes to Germantown and comes back to Columbus. And now I see that he then became a student of Germantown and he's exporting the Germantown mentality to Columbus, Ohio now. But Sir Muhammad, what do you mean? I ain't answer the question. What do you mean? What's the proof of Imam Nawawi being an Ash'ari? That breaks your heart, don't it? Where's my proof for what? The cult stuff has to stop. Zahra, I agree. But see it. Google it. Matter of fact, I'll Google it right now and I'll put it on the screen. You said, where's your proof? What? Okay. Let me see. Can I turn my screen around? Hold up. How you turn your screen around? Flip camera. Okay, look, Basir. You see that? You see it, Basir? He was a blind follower of the Ash'ari school. He was a blind follower of the Shafi'i school. Okay? So this is what I'll be saying. I may say stuff that y'all don't like, but I have the proof. I'm not gonna say it me personally. If you ever, I don't think we know each other that well, but if you start following me and we start dealing with each other, you'll see I'm Mr. Proof. Look, reading y'all's book. This is y'all's book. This y'all's book. So that I don't misquote. Brother, don't do this with me. See my marker marks in these books. Don't. And these are books that my sheikh gave me. These ain't just random books that I order on Amazon. This is stuff that I'm going through with my shuyukh. Showed y'all this earlier. We're gonna get into this one, y'all. We're gonna have some fun stuff, y'all. We're gonna talk about marriage and do some 40 hadiths of marriage. Brother, this is just on my desk. Stuff that I work out of now. A whole book on character, fiqh of character, Maliki fiqh on character, written by my sheikh. See all them marker marks? See all them marker marks? I'm not an internet Googler person. If I use the computer, if I use AI or something, it formats this stuff for me. Brother, if I'm saying something, I got some evidence of it. In my other book, my wife got. Hold up. Let me show you what I travel with. This is in my travel bag. In my travel bag. Aqidah. I don't waste no time. When I'm in between loads and I'm working out of my truck, or I'm waiting on somebody to load me up, or if I'm done driving for the day, look, Usulu Fiqh. Sharh Warakat. Usulu Fiqh. This is in my travel bag. That's one of the books in my travel bag. I keep 3 books with me. I keep it on me. What y'all be saying? I keep it on me. I'm not an internet person. I don't just Google. So there's the answer to your question, brother. I want, huh? He in a what? He in the water?
Yeah, but they just swam over to the dock.
Oh, okay. My crazy son jumped in the river behind my house.
That baby swam all the way from over there. It's a sandbar. They were able to stand all the way up. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I wish I could have got a picture of it.
My phone said.
Your phone always did. Show me one sister that has a charged phone, a clean purse, and what was the other one, baby?
I don't know.
And a clean car. Show me one sister by a show of hands that got a charged phone, a clean purse, and a clean car. I'm 42 and I ain't met one yet. Me said, now I see why you speak the way you do, because you're an Ash'ari. See what I'm talking about? Okay, Meech, you here. Okay, so I'm an Ash'ari. Okay, now I'm going to show you something else, Meech. And I appreciate you participating, man. Because, you know, I'm not trying to be divisive and all of that. Like, y'all can be on what y'all on, and we can be on what we on. The position of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah is that if somebody says La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, you accept them as a brother. Even if they're munafiq, you still cannot treat them per the fiqh. This is all 4 schools. So that outranks the Salafi Minhaj. The Salafi Minhaj is one. All 4 schools say even if a person is a munafiq, you still have to treat them like a Muslim, because the unity of the Muslims is first and foremost. Y'all say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Okay. Your condition is between you and Allah. Just don't cause fitna. I'm going to teach him what I believe, and you teach what you believe, and then, you know, we got some commonalities now, I think. So, you know, it should be that. And that's my intention on speaking on Salafiyya and I done made over 55 videos of refutation on my YouTube page, just to bring the facts to the matter. Because like I said, we don't sit around and talk about y'all and do conferences on y'all. You never see it. You've never seen an Ash'ari conference about the deviancy of Salafiyya. You've never seen a Maturidi conference about the deviancy of Salafiyya. You've never seen a Maturidi, Ash'ari, Hanbali conference about the deviant religions in the West. We don't do that. We focus on practice. We focus on actually being a good Muslim to your wife, being a good father, being a productive citizen in whatever society that you live in. That's what we talk about over here. All that heat is over there in Philadelphia. Y'all got to stop. That hate has to stop. Well, I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you something else. Look at this, Meech. You said you follow Quran Sunnah according to the way of the Salah. You see when you see Abu Hassan al-Ash'ari, you see when he lived. That's the Salaf, Meech. That's the 3rd generation, Meech. So can you tell me in an educated manner, what is your issue with Imam Ash'ari? And you say you follow Quran Sunnah according to the way of the Salaf, and he was agreed upon. How can Ibn Abdul Wahhab be one person come in? Well, Ibn Taymiyyah, 2 people, Ibn Abdul Wahhab, Ibn Taymiyyah, disagreed with Imam Ash'ari, but the whole rest, you got 800 years of the scholars agreeing with Imam Ash'ari. Even his opponents, to have respect to my Hanbali family, even the opponents, Ibn Qudama, excuse me, even Badr Bahari, you know, they had special reservations about the Ash'ari, but they all said that they are Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. None of them put us outside of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So why nobody put the Ash'ari and the Maturidiyya outside of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, when the Ash'ari and the Maturidiyya make up the majority of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, because that's what that term means. I find that, like the Salafis, most of them don't know what that term means. Ahlus Sunnah, y'all know what that means. Wal Jama'ah. The majority. We're the majority, y'all not. So how can those 2 people come and say that Imam Ash'ari was wrong when Imam Ash'ari and Imam Maturidi were agreed upon for 800 years before those guys even came? 800 years. You mean to tell me we question if the scholarship of Ibn Abdul Wahhab, and for good reason, and I've been telling everybody for a long time, we haven't seen his sanad, we haven't seen his teachers, we've seen who he said his teachers were, and then I actually have some letters that was written by some of Ibn Abdul Wahhab's teachers who warned against him. How can he, as miseducated as he is or was, peep something that all the scholars of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah never peeped for about 900 years? The difference in the time, because Imam Ash'ari actually lived in the time of the Salaf. How did Ibn Abdul Wahhab was so slick that he peeped what even Taymiyyah didn't peep? Ibn Taymiyyah was one of the biggest ops to the Ash'ari madhab. And still, and y'all screen record this part. Screen record this. Y'all sent it to Germantown Masjid. Ibn Taymiyyah, rahimahumullah, is on record saying, I think it's in Majma' Fatawa. I have it. I have the quote in the page in the book that the Ash'ari are from Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And y'all hold Ibn Taymiyyah like I hold Imam Malik. So what is Germantown's problem? Please tell me what the problem is. Abu Abida. He said Wahhabis are FBI agents. Elena, it's not supposed to be no sex, period. So these aren't sex, Sister Elena. And I see a lot of people get that stuff mixed up. These are schools. So let me break it down very simple. So I know you've heard of like a sound hadith and an unsound hadith. The way that we, one of the ways that you can grade a sound hadith or a non-sound hadith is by the people that you got it from. And Sister Elena, I'm pretty sure that you've heard this before. Everybody's heard it. So when we get a hadith, and the hadith is actions are according to the intentions. That came from one tabi'i, from a tabi'i, from a tabi'i, from a sahabi, from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's called a chain of narration. That's just the hadith, okay? So don't mix the sciences up. We got tafsir, we have, I know you heard this, hadith, you got fiqh, and if you don't know, and if anybody doesn't know, fiqh is the understanding. That's what the word means. Faqaha, afqahu, to have understanding. So fiqh in general is the understanding of the religion. So when it is said to us, wa aqimu salah wa atu zakat, pray salah and pray zakat, what are the details behind that? The details is the fiqh. Okay, so we have the hadith scholars, we have Bukhari, we have Muslim, and some of the other hadith scholars. They'll tell you, yeah, the Prophet said pray. Okay, the Prophet prayed like this. He put his hands here, put his hands here, put his hands here, all these different hadiths. The fiqh brings all these different narrations into one understanding per one of the scholars of fiqh in that time period. That's what the four schools are. Abu Hanifa was a tabi'i. Imam Malik arguably was a tabi'i. Imam Shafi'i was his student, and Imam Ahmad was also the student of Imam Shafi'i. So those four people have strong chains back to the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wa alayhi wa sallam. We can't argue that. So when we learn how to make wudu, how to pray, how to pay zakat, when to pay zakat, what to pay zakat on, all that is not narrated in the hadith. Or you might have conflicting narrations, contradicting narrations. What do? This is why I always tell the Salafis it's impossible to follow the Quran and Sunnah according to the way of the Salaf by merely following hadith. They haven't even, those people who say that slogan have not even began their hadith studies yet. Have never taken a Mustalahul Hadith book and opened it up. If you did, you are an ignoramus and you don't understand what you're reading. Because one of the principles in Usul al-Fiqh and Mustalahul Hadith is that one of the principles, one of the concepts is contradicting narrations, contradicting ayats in the Quran. contradicting. And I'm not going to explain what that is. I'm gonna leave that homework to y'all. So, sister, that's what they're not sects. That's what the schools are. I wouldn't even say Salafia is a sect. I ain't gonna do that to them. I just think it's a failed attempt at them being a fifth school of fifth. And we need them to come back to the Hanbali madhab. Okay. Oh, 1104, you're here. See, look, he on my video said this brother is a deviant. So since he spoke, and now you see I'm getting more of the Philly Muslimism, 1104 is the troll that I said was a coward because he wouldn't show his face. And we can't hold him accountable for anything that he says wrong. He's actually here watching my video. You taking notes, 1104? 1104, did you do your homework? Matter of fact, I'm gonna invite you. Let's see if the Wahhabi troll is man or woman enough to come and refute me. I'm finna invite you, 1104. Come on and refute me. Where you at? Reply, translate, pin this comment, mark the viewer. How do you bring somebody? Report, block, mute, prioritize their comments, pin this comment, reply. It won't let me. How do you do it? It's not even giving me the option. Maybe because it's like a fake account, it won't let you do it or something. Because besides other people, it says invite and join as a guest. Let me see. No, not yet. I don't know how to do it, y'all. Y'all tell me on TikTok, how do you invite somebody? Because I'll bring 1104 up and I'll let you prove yourself. I'll let you prove that I'm a deviant. I'll give you the floor. Matter of fact, I can definitely add you on my streaming platform. 1104, where you at? You want to come on here? I'll send you the link to come on here and we can get to it right now. And if you can't, this is what I was talking about. This is the stuff I'm talking about, like FBI trolls that's here just to make trouble. There's 4 imams were not Ash'ari. But Imam Ash'ari was in the chain of the 4 imams. That's one thing that the Salafis don't tell you. Yes, the first generations were the Salaf. They were not Salafi, Mr. 1104. Like I told you in the inbox, and I proved to you in the inbox, and I can prove to you now. I can pull the PDF up now and get all the way with you. You just saying slogans. I can show you the positions of your imams, Fawzan, Uthaymin, Bin Baz, and then I can line it up with the imams, the 4 imams, and it doesn't match up. I need you to answer that. Don't just give me slogans, 1104. Don't just give me slogans. Give me answers to why your Salafi imams are contradicting the 4 imams. If you and we ain't gotta have no problem. If you can give me an answer to that, we can move the conversation to the next level. So that's your homework. I'll send you the PDF. Well, I can't send you a PDF. You're a troll. You don't have a real page. Make yourself available so I ain't gonna do nothing to you, man. I'm harmless. I ain't gonna do nothing to you. Sophia, shake al-Miki. No, that's my guy, Sophia. Why you trying to start something, sis? That's me. When I brought him up, I said, that's my dude. We all right. We go at it at each other, you know what I mean? But, still sharp and steel. That's my dude. If you jumping around to different things, it's like you want to be seen amongst men. See the slurs and see the disrespect. That's a Philly Muslim. What's your name? Maldoob. Maldoob, you from Philly? You either from Philly, Maldoob, or you're on the Philly Minhaj. You keep talking about FBI agent. I'm just saying, Meech, like, I'm just saying, like, how can people be that like uninformed? Like, just like you chested me and you was like, give me the proof, taunting me when as if I don't have it. When I give you the proof, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying all the time. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I've never once, maybe a few times, when a brother be like, oh, you don't got the proof, give me proof. And then I send them the proof. They be like, oh, subhanAllah, man, I ain't know that. I think I'm gonna check into that. Like a humble response. It always changes to something else. Like the brother said, you jumping around, you doing this, you doing that. Listen, stick to the topic. Not you. I'm not talking about you, Meech. I'm talking about Mo Doob or whoever, whatever, what his name is. Yeah, I take from the scholars from today, Meech. But my scholars all are on the minhaj of the Salaf. They're all Maliki and Ash'ari. I got one of my Aqidah teachers is Shafi'i and Ash'ari. I don't take fit from him, though. I just take Aqidah from him. And he's one of the authorities. He's one of the authorities, and he is a thorn in y'all side. Sheikh Harun Kanj. Sheikh Harun Kanj. He is a gun. The Salafiyah hates him. Hates him. He is a gun. So, yeah, I take from them, but we all follow the actual Salaf, yo. Like, we don't follow nothing new. I can't stress this to you enough, Meech. Like, when you get into your serious studies, like I said to you, Meech, if you open up your Kitab al-Tawheed, if you open that up, and you're going to find all those ayats, and then they're going to put the Ibn Abdul Wahhab put those ayats against the Ash'ari and the Maturidiyya. He didn't say it by name, but he said what it is that we believe, which is tawassul. We actually have a hadith that is narrated from Imam Nawawi, and y'all say y'all are Ahlul Hadith. In y'all school, y'all say we'll take a weak hadith over an opinion. Tawassul is not an opinion. We have, as far as I know, 3 hadiths that the scholars of hadith from the time of the Khalaf have certified and said is sahih. How come y'all don't accept the hadith? So why is it that Imam Nawawi, which I proved to you as an Ash'ari, narrates the hadith up for tawassul, but then here you got a whole book from Al-Albani talking about how tawassul is shirk? Please tell me where the connection to the Salaf is. And Imam Nawawi is a hadith scholar. Al-Albani is not. Please tell me please tell me why what's in this book is different than Imam Nawawi. You want me to believe Al-Albani, but you don't want me to believe Imam Nawawi. You want me to blind follow Al-Albani, but you don't want me to blind follow Imam Nawawi. And you should know that Imam Nawawi is way above Imam Al-Albani. You know that. Ibrahim Mali, I said it before already. You should know. This is a suffice that we have sent down upon a book recited to them. So it's a ayah. Okay, random ayahs. Abu Amatullah. Let me see. He said it won't let me. I don't know how to do it, y'all. Like when I hit the name, all it says block, report, comment, sentence, mark viewer, pin this comment, translate, reply to Abu Amatullah. That's all it's saying. It won't let me add. Hold on. What is this? Okay, there we go. It was an invite. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. I sent it. We gotta wrap this up pretty soon. I sent it. I hope y'all can hear it on Facebook and YouTube. I hope y'all can hear it. Hey, Ak, I sent the invite. I don't know how it worked. Hey, 1104, why don't you send me an invite? Since I don't know how to do it, come send me an invite and prove that I'm a deviant and save all of the people from my deviance. Don't just be a troll and act like an FBI agent and just get in here and cause fitna. 1104, send me an invite. I bring you up here and just come destroy me right now and end everything I got going on. If not, I'm going to mark you an FBI agent. We're going to put it like that. Send me an invite, 1104. Show the people who you are. And I already told you it's tadlis for you it's tadlis for you to be unknown. It's not even permissible for somebody to narrate or believe something from somebody unknown, which shows how much ignorance that you have. It's a fake account that have no followers, no posts, no pictures, no profile picture, but the account name is 1104. I got so many of these trolls and these bots. So many of these trolls. It probably is a bot. FBI Wahhabi bot. My sister lives in Philly. She just called me and told me she got cussed out by a brother from Philly that was going to the liquor store and almost ran her over. Sounds like, sister, why don't you get your Allahu Barak, weirdo. That's what y'all have made me think Philly is like. Let me turn the light on. You see how y'all women are? She done turned my light off, so I can't judge with y'all. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay, I don't see what's going on. He ain't send an invite, y'all. 1104 is a FBI agent. Y'all be aware of that account. 1104 on TikTok. Yeah, FBI agent. He just here to cause trouble. Okay. Meech, I knew you was gonna say that, so I'm taking from Google. Okay, prove me wrong. Prove me that Imam Nawawi was not an Ash'ari. Send me the proof. All right, y'all. It's time for Maghrib. This dude just made a mistake. What's the mistake I made? Ash'ari is not of the Salaf. I just literally showed you on the screen. You see how blind followers, how much they blind follow? Everybody just showed me. Y'all couldn't see it over here, but y'all have seen it on YouTube and Facebook a million times. I done showed y'all a million times. I just showed this dude where that Imam Ash'ari died in 324. He was alive during the three blessed generations, and nobody refuted him. After his conversion to Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, when he was 40 years old, nobody refuted him. Matter of fact, he was the one who refuted everybody. Matter of fact, y'all love calling people a Jahmi and a Mu'tazili. He was the main person who was fighting the Jahmi and the Mu'tazili. Bet you didn't know that either, 1104. I ain't giving you no more energy, man. You a troll. You ain't really here for no. You ain't here for the betterment of the people. You just here to throw bombs and just break up everything. You can't even reveal yourself who you are, and that's cowardly, bro. I'm just gonna be man to man and tell you that's a coward move. Just sit and troll a page and then just throw all these innuendos out there. You can't even stand on what it is that you're saying as a man. My face is right here. You can clip my video and run it back and put proof against it and everything. That's accountability. We can't do that with you. And I guarantee you, after you done causing fitna, you're going to deactivate that page and you're going to make another page. And then you're going to start trolling from that page. Well, however many pages you make, 1104, use an agent. All right, y'all, it's time for Maghrib. We got to go. I don't see no more relevant comments. We'll be back on it Saturday, inshallah. I might pop out again. But if y'all want to watch this video, the full video on TikTok, if y'all missed it, it was on yes, big up to Imam Malik, rahimahullah. Absolutely, Miko. Hey, there go my friend Fayyad. Yeah. So what's going on? That's when let me start. I don't want to name drop because he's still up there with them people. I don't want them to, be bothering my, he working and taking care of his family. I don't want them pulling down and pulling guns out on my guy. What's up, man? He said it's time for Maghrib. Everything. Hey, you ain't for the right thing, man. All right, y'all. It's time for Maghrib. We gotta go. I think the point was made though. So Fayyad is my friend who was a Salafi. And me and him, all right. He got my number. I got his number. We talk. I give him proofs. He give me proofs. I agree sometimes. He agrees sometimes. He disagree. And we cool. Let me show y'all here. Him joking with me. See? He cool. That's all you got to do. 1104. Be cool, man. I ain't gonna do nothing to you, man. I ain't did nothing to nobody in a long time, man. All you got to do, 1104, is be cool, man. And we can get benefit from each other. We can exchange knowledge and benefit. But yeah, you know, alhamdulillah, the brother is sincere. You know what I'm saying? I read him as sincere. He seen me going back and forth with one of them people from G-Town. And he called me. It's like, bro, don't let them people zone you out, man. That's what they do over there. He is Salafi. He cool. He's a human. He don't put me out of Islam. All right, I gotta go because the kids get ready to come in the house screaming, and it's Maghrib time. All right, I love y'all for the sake of Allah. We different on tap wheel. Yeah, we do. But Meech fourth, inbox me, man. We can converse. Inbox me. I got evidence of the Sahaba and the Tabi'i making ta'wil. So how can y'all say that it's wrong? I got evidence from Ibn Abbas. Nobody can argue with him. Nobody can argue with him. I found your essential attributes of Allah reading very fruitful. AMG, thank you. Don't give me all the credit. This is the Imam Bayhaqi and Meech 4. I know you know Imam Bayhaqi. You know, the big hadith scholar. He was Ash'ari. But yeah, AMZ, we read from this every Sunday. And it's teaching the Aqidah of the Sunnah wal Jama'ah, per Quran and Sunnah. That whole book is full of nothing but ayats and hadith. So I really like that book because we got, you know, the Salafis today, they say like, oh, we just believe in philosophy. We don't believe in the ayats, and that's not true. Like if you see from within the school, you see that it's based off of it, and it goes deep into that stuff. And it's the understanding of the Salah. All right, I'm gone. The replay is on my YouTube. Go to my page, and then y'all can play it back, inshallah ta'ala. And I got a section on my YouTube. It's a playlist section. It's called The Refutation of Salafiyya. This video is going to be under that category, inshallah ta'ala. All right, I love y'all for the sake of Allah. It's time to pray. And anybody on here, feel free to inbox me. If we need proof or y'all got proof for me, whatever, inbox me on here. Or I communicate with people for the sake of Allah on Facebook. Abdul Kabir Muhammad Al-Malik. I'm not a troll. I'm not hiding from nobody. Don't come with no nonsense though, because that's exactly what you're gonna find. So if y'all got questions and stuff that I said, or anything, if y'all need proof of anything that I said, hit me up. I'm all for it. I love y'all for the sake of Allah. Kulli qawla hadha wa astaghfirullah wa la ilaha illallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.